slide so we can view them under the magnification of a microscope. I'm going to use a 150 times optical zoom so we can get a better look. You'll notice that they have a yellow color to them. That's because baby brine shrimp are born with an egg yolk-like substance in their digestive tract, which they'll feed on for the first few days. Strangely, their rectum isn't fully developed at this stage, so it's still not necessary for me to give them any food quite yet. I also noticed that there's a couple other sea monkey babies still emerging from their eggs, so hopefully we see some more babies swimming around in the tank soon. Hey, so it's been another day, and I had a look in there this morning, and I can see a total of 4 babies in there now. I think 4 sea monkeys is probably the maximum I can grow in an aquarium this size, so this number should work fine. I'll check back in with you again in a few days when it's time to feed them for the first time. Today's day 6, and you can see that our baby sea monkeys have grown a lot. In fact, they've become teenagers now. It's time to feed them today too, which simply means using a small pipette to put some of the green microalgae into their little aquarium. I'll feed some to the sea monkeys in the larger tank too, because I'm sure they're also starting to get quite hungry now. These little green organisms will hopefully start to proliferate in the tank naturally, providing the growing sea monkeys with plenty of food and oxygen to help them reach adulthood. You might have noticed that they're also swimming a lot faster than they were a few days ago, and that's because they've grown thoracopods, 11 new pairs of legs which emerge from the thorax.
Alright, so that one's
them in a graceful
working.
wave-like motion to propel themselves through the water. Honestly, it can be a little hypnotic to watch. Right now they're still far too small for us to determine their sex though, so I'll check back in with you in another week when they're larger for the gender reveals. Hey guys, we're up to the 2-week mark now, and our sea monkeys have officially become adults, which means we can finally tell if they're males or females. They're actually too large for the microscope now, but I can still use a macro lens to get a closer look. The first 2 here are both males. You can tell because they're both quite stocky looking, and the clasping antennae on the front of their heads have enlarged dramatically. With the next 2, we have a mix of sexes. The one on the left is another male, and the one on the
Trying to
right
figure
is a
something
female.
out right
You'll
quick.
notice that her frontal antennae have remained small, but she's beginning to develop an egg sac at the top of her abdomen. This growth is quite exciting, because it shows that
Alright,
despite
so
the
that is
aquarium being a
working.
tic-tac box, they're still getting plenty of nutrients and exercise. They still have some growing to do though, so I'll check back in with you again when they've reached their full size. I think we're up to day 22 now, which means it's been a little over 3 weeks since our sea monkeys first hatched. And today I noticed something really exciting. The female has started mating with one of the 3 boys. The sea monkeys in the larger tank have been growing at a similar rate, and there are a few pairs mating in that tank now too. The males use their large grasping antenna to hold on to the females while they swim around together as a pair. You'll see that she's also beginning to develop a clutch of eggs in her brood sac. Now that they're so large, I notice that the mating sea monkeys occasionally get themselves caught in the aquarium decor, but thankfully they always manage to wriggle free. Now, female sea monkeys are capable of several forms of reproduction, depending on how comfortable they are in their environment. If water parameters aren't ideal, she'll lay her eggs encased in a protective brown corian coating as a cyst. These cysts usually need to be dried out and then rehydrated to hatch, just like we did at the beginning of this experiment. If environmental conditions are really good though, she'll live birth her young instead. I guess we'll have to wait and find out what happens in a few days. Hey guys, so I had a look in the Tic Tac aquarium this morning and I have really good news, and a bit of a surprise too. The pregnant female has now given birth, and I'm pleased to say her babies are alive and swimming, which is a really great sign. Something a little peculiar though, is that we now also have another mating pair in the tank. The 2 bachelor males have decided to pair up, so it seems that even in the most extreme of environments, love still finds a way. Now, while it seems that this Tic Tac box is large enough for 4 sea monkeys to reach adulthood, it's definitely not going to be adequate for an entire family. So it's probably about time we transfer all of these guys from the Tic Tac aquarium into the larger sea monkey tank so they can meet their cousins. This is probably a bit of a shock for these sea monkeys. Their entire existence has been confined to that tiny Tic Tac box, so I'm sure they'll be happy to live out the rest of their lives in a proper sea monkey aquarium.
Huh.
I've just got my hands on the latest kit from Aqua Dragons. It's called the Hatch and Grow set.
So
and this
weird.
branch from Pet
I don't want to
Product.
watch this no more. But, I want to see that though. But what the hell?
Back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because today we're talking about vigilantes.
How
Finally,
can I
boys, we
find
get to
myself
talk
on
about
Twitch?
Batman. Just kidding. We're talking about online predator catchers. Woo! There's a new craze going on. A new form of vigilantism that's been taking over the internet for the past couple of years. You're probably wondering what I'm saying, right? We're talking about online predator catching. Yes.
Should you have a seat over in that chair, please?
Not that one.
Lily, get out of here. Lily, get out. No, leave the cords alone.
Self-proclaimed vigilantes go online and perform basically street justice to these predators. It's just funny content. It's online predators, online pedophiles, getting basically pranked. Prank YouTubers have basically found a new niche of people to prank, and it's really hard to get mad at them because the unsuspecting victims are all predators. You almost want them to keep going farther and farther. It's a very weird feeling. But today I just want to focus basically on one vigilante known as Vitaly.
I'm basically saying my right hand, like so when I'm lonely I just jerk off, get it, ha.
Alright, so it is working.
He's a former YouTuber with a
deal.
disturbing past, but he has rekindled his online
Alright,
fame and has
that
won the
works for
hearts
me.
of many.
I'm happy.
What, are you gonna knock me out with your flashlight?
With basically, childish games. It's the only thing I can say to these online predators. I mean, it's basically schoolyard bullying at its finest, and it couldn't be funnier. This new venture has put him into a new heap of trouble, but he's not the first of these vigilantes to get a taste of the dark side. But in fact, the very show that this is all started by took kind of a similar fate in the past. I'm of course talking about To Catch a Predator. Why don't you have a seat? Why don't you have a seat? Some of those old clips, dude, are just so funny.
I think I put it on Twitch.
Could you explain yourself? I'm sorry.
It's like a guy walking in with like condoms, and he's just like, Brittany.
We're good.
The
We're gonna
Slender
play
Man
some
walks out, and he's just
arena
like,
now.
What's weird too is they always have a seat. I'm sure that there's people who are like, oh, and they run off. But
Oh, that's right.
99% of them are like, I was just here. I was just passing. I was making sure she's okay. What were you gonna do with the football? I remember there was like one of a guy either in a wheelchair. Or he was like in those like Walt Jr. stilts.
I thought you wanted to be shaved. Now,
There we go.
Today's video is sponsored by Fume. We all have bad habits in our life. Hell, maybe I eat a little too much. Hell, maybe I drink a little too much. These are all bad habits, my God. But Fume is here to leave it all behind. Fume is an award-winning flavored air device that helps you say bye-bye to bad habits and hello to happier and healthier living. Fume doesn't use vapor, nicotine, or toxic flavors, making it a great guilt-free alternative that you can take anywhere. Plus, you can reach for the device anytime you need to calm your anxiety with their movable, snappable magnets. I'm sure you're thinking, it's air, what could that taste like? Well, listen up! Fume has an array of core flavors, but they just came out with a couple new ones, such as cinnamon hearts, spearmint ice, and black licorice. Orange vanilla used to be my favorite, but spearmint ice is a sweet mint taste that I just love. Fume has served over 300,000 customers, and you can be the next success story. For limited time, use my code PAPAMEAT to get your free Fume base when you order the Journey Pack. It's the all-new magnetic stand for your Fume device. Head to tryfume.com, that's tryfum.com, and use code PAPAMEAT or scan the QR code on screen and get your free Fume base when you order the Journey Pack today. Thank you, Fume, so much for sponsoring the video, and back to the video. To Catch a Predator was an American reality TV show that ran from 2004 to 2007.
Oh my God.
Chris Hansen would host undercover sting
Cowboy.
operations where they caught adults trying to meet up with children they met on the internet just to hang out.
Alright,
and
it's
eat
a
pizza
60
or
card
drink
deck.
wine
Let's see if I
coolers.
can make it work. Nah.
Sorry? Can I
Try the other
pizza
one.
and have a couple wine coolers with my bros? I'm kidding! And the show really did showcase how extremely demented some of these people are.
You want to explain yourself?
I mean, especially the parts where they had, like, voice
Dude,
actors
butt-ass
like,
naked.
read chat logs and some of the most depraved shit.
What you looking for? I don't know. You? Well, hot sex. What else?
I remember as a kid, I was
Oh,
just
God.
like my back was against the wall, like, get these people away from me, please. Mom, protect me. The show worked with a watchdog group called Perverted Justice, as well as local law enforcement agencies for sting operations, but even they face many legal challenges. Critics argue that the show's methods bordered on entrapment, where the suspects might not have committed a crime without the encouragement and the facilitation by decoys, which I don't agree with, Nick. Well, you entrapped me. That's why I became sexually attracted to this.
It's why I sent those messages. It'd be kind of funny though if you did see the messages and they're just like,
It's not how that works.
Pussy. You're like, oh, no, I'm not a pussy. I will say this, and yeah, like immediately a SWAT team breaks into their house. It was a double dare. Yeah, they were. It's not even the devil. It's God being like, are you sure you don't want this? And they're just like, okay, fine. The public airing of the confrontations raised questions about privacy rights of the suspects, especially those who were not convicted. Suspects who were not convicted or had the charges dropped could potentially sue for defamation, arguing that the public exposure caused undue harm to their reputation and personal lives. Because especially back then when it's on a big TV show, that was Dateline. That's NBC. It's like one of the biggest networks out there. If your face is out there, especially back then, ain't no coming back from that. Nowadays, people do some shit on the internet. In like a month, it's gone. Like, there's some things, obviously, people remember, but back then, people were talking about it. They were like, remember the guy with the blue polo? His face looked like this. It's like, what a f***ing creep. Then in 2006, one of the most controversial incidents occurred in Murphy, Texas, with suspect Louis Bill Conrad, who sewer slided himself as the police attempted to arrest him. He allegedly exchanged pictures with a perverted justice volunteer posing as a 13-year-old boy. And Chris Hansen, they're like, Chris, don't come out. He's like, why don't you have where's he at? He never appeared for the meeting with the minor, but in Texas, the meeting never actually has to occur for the intent to be established. Texas is just like, I don't care. Here's the gun. Put it in your mouth, freak. Due to the increasing legal challenges and criticism about the ethical implications of its tactics, the Catch a Predator was unfortunately canceled. This was just the fuel, and what soon came after with the internet was the actual flame that ignited all of these new vigilantes that come up and take the power for themselves. No longer were they beholden to a network. They had the goddamn internet. Following the format's popularity, several YouTube channels and internet vigilante groups adopted similar methods to expose predators, such as Anxiety War, Creep Catchers, and Predator Poachers. Honestly, all of them better than To Catch a Predator. To be fair, Predator Poachers? Are you f***ing kidding me? I'm good at that. That's pretty good. These channels will meet up with predators they're exposing and show them the chat logs and info they found out about them to expose them to the world as sexual predators. Most of these channels are doing this without assistance of law enforcement and are acting on their own form of justice, aka street justice, baby. Hooah!
Look, I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
I think it's a bit late to say I'm sorry, it won't happen again. It's happened.
I'm going to come
again.
off this website as soon as I get home. Oh, for God's sake!
Oh, for God's sakes! And the best thing about these online predator hunting shows is that there's really no rules or regulations. So they just like trap these motherfuckers and put a mirror up to them and then make them confront the reality of the situation. I always love some of these clips because it's like in a guy's backyard. And it's just like a guy with a cell phone. And that's all you need now to have like perfect image quality. You don't need a huge film crew anymore. He's just like, just say what you did. And people know, they're like, I'm forever. In a matter of seconds, millions of people could see this. It's fucking wild. But we want to start off with Alex Rawson, who created Predator Poachers in 2019. His channel makes a show out of the event by forcing the person they caught to call their spouse, their family members, their employers to admit basically everything they've done. In a way, you like feel bad because they're human beings, but it's like with what they're doing, it's even worse. But dude, having like a man call his wife and be like, hey, so I was meeting a 13-year-old here, and you can just like hear the person screaming on the other end of the line. It's like gut-wrenching.
I was texting this person for a little while, and I didn't know, and I was gonna tell him to go home, but he's here and he's saying he's gonna call the cops on me.
Oh no, I never said that. I never said anything about law enforcement. I never said that. I never said that. You decided to call her and notify her, okay?
Okay, so I'll call you, and I'll call you more later, okay?
Hello. Hey, excuse me?
Yes, they're monsters, but it's hard. I mean, like, it's just creepy, I guess. These monsters are wearing the masks of human beings, so in a way, it's like you're like, I feel wrong watching this. I mean, it gets pretty fucking dark very fast.
Yeah.
As time has gone on, he has begun to work with police as well, and many of these people get arrested and charged for what they're doing, but there are plenty of videos of him and just his team doing it. Two of the arrests that they like to claim on their website are the firefighter Christopher Jones, who was sentenced to 33 years in federal prison. That's a pretty sweet score. That's like the Jaws part. We see the big shark up there. They're like, we called that motherfucker. And David of just being like, there goes your life. Hope it was worth it. One of the more infamous videos was exposing the YouTuber internet personality EDP445, aka Eat That Pussy 445. Catastrophically huge meme.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake.
I would say he was like a pretty well-liked YouTuber, funny, you know, he's like kind of one of the legacy YouTubers. He's been around for a long time. But then it comes out that this is happening and it's real and it's the most awkward interaction ever. Prior to the sting operation, there were unverified accusations circulating online about EDP. But they were largely dismissed due to the lack of concrete evidence and because big YouTuber, people have parasocial relationships with him, they're just like, I doubt it, you know, whatever. And also it's just hard to accuse somebody of something without concrete evidence. On April 18th, 2021, the Predator Poachers team confronted EDP in Bakersfield, California, where he believed he was meeting with the underage girl. The confrontation was recorded and streamed live on YouTube and other social media platforms. The team presented chat logs and other evidence showing that EDP had engaged in explicit conversations and planned to meet the decoy for inappropriate reasons. Since the incident, EDP has had his YouTube channel and multiple social media accounts banned, even though he keeps coming back like a goddamn moth to flame. I mean, there's just no coming back from this one. There's no way. I think he's trying to pull a Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey's in a movie now?
He was crying on TV. I have no money.
Oh, I didn't see that.
He was crying saying like, I have to file bankruptcy.
I have to file bankruptcy. The American Beauty money has ran out. As of the last update, no official criminal charges have been filed against EDP, despite the evidence presented by the Predator Poachers. The lack of immediate law enforcement involvement in the initial sting operation complicated potential legal proceedings. Though he was also recently caught, again, trying to meet up with another minor. Or that's going to become a kind of important piece of information, is that because it was not done properly the first time, nothing can really be done. And then also now we see that the person is just going to do it again. Yes, it's an extremely funny piece of entertainment, but we're going to see that, like, you need to go through the actual processes for things to be done. And I do tip my hat to Alex Rosen for getting the other two people 30 plus years is extremely awesome. But in a lot of instances, you just need to do it correctly the first time or it could muddy up all kinds of waters. A lot of police and district attorneys have said that the vigilante form of catching criminals is bad, and they want them to stop doing it without police help because it can hurt ongoing investigations and even ruin the chances of conviction, as stated with EDP before. The vigilantes doing these things often don't know the correct way of wording things or gathering evidence, and it can cause the people that they're catching not to face any consequences at all for what they've done. With all these things circulating and the rise of this kind of content becoming a popularity, we finally get to come to the carnage. We get to come to the person that we wanted to talk about today, which is Vitaly.
I got molested by Hunter Biden.
Which, if people might have known him, he's been a fucking character. I mean, he's got a criminal past.
See this girl jogging. Last thing I remember is please help. And I tried to hug her and she pushed me or whatever. And I hit her and I realized what I was doing on top of her, and I'm like, what the fuck?
There's that part, I remember back in the day watching one of those award shows, and he was just like, oh, you probably expected me to show my small penis or something, haha.
But what about my soft dick, huh? Oh, you think I'm kidding? I feel like Taylor Swift.
I don't know, the guy is he's been around the internet for a long time, but essentially he is ex-prank YouTuber who has fallen off, but now has seen this huge rise in popularity and notoriety with his show Predator Takedown. And his tactics and practices have been hit with a huge wave of controversies recently. I want to say right now, it is extremely dangerous, it's crazy, it's irresponsible, but my God, is it entertaining. There's no, I mean, it's like the same kind of show with like Jackass or something. You're like watching somebody do something horribly wrong, but you just know who he's doing it to, and it just makes it just kind of like, I mean, it just makes it pretty great, honestly. He's not involved with the police at all. There is no actual legal system that goes into this. It's like public executions in a weird way is what it feels like. I know Alex Rosen has done live streams, but a lot of these online predator hunting shows are videos that are recorded and then edited and, you know, put down to a plate that you can, you know, easily consume. Vitaly's is just hours and hours of streaming and hours of him basically berating these online predators. A 73-year-old suspect was knocked out after a bystander assaulted him. He hit his head on the pavement and started bleeding. He's out in public a lot of the time and people know where he's at. So not only are you streaming yourself where people can easily access you, but you're also inciting a mob of being like, hey, I'm meeting up with a pedophile, let's kick the shit out of this guy, which sounds awesome, but it's a great way for people to get in a lot of legal trouble. And his whole thing is, it's almost like a deal with the devil. He'll either call the cops or he will perform something extremely humiliating and live to thousands and thousands of people, which will garner probably millions of eyes over the course of clips channels and all kinds of things. So of course people are like, yeah, just put me online, I don't give a shit. Don't call the cops, just do whatever you want to me. And some of the humiliations that he does are just like so fucking weird, man. There's a clip of a suspect who has the choice of either getting the police called or wrestling an alligator. There has to be some kind of like PETA outrage by they taped that motherfucker up and they're like using him like a spear. And now one of the alleged predators is filing a 17-count lawsuit against Vitali. And it's one of the first guys that was I'm pretty sure it was the first guy that he was ever on his show or stream. The lawsuit claims that Vitali wrongfully accused the man of being a predator and he was physically and mentally abused in a vicious attack. It was. And like the bad thing too is it's all recorded. It's done in the most unprofessional way where it's hard to look at it and not be like, what the hell? what is this? Out of context, it does look like a person just getting berated. He also claims that he joined Vitali's website for adult entertainment and was engaging in consensual adult communication before being entrapped by Vitali. He says Vitali edited the video to make it seem like he was meeting a 15-year-old boy in the edited video. It's so scummy and stupid because it's like, dude, we did the whole live stream. What are you talking about? Like, that's such an easily disprovable thing. It's just stupid. The video has the camera crew chanting certified lover boy, certified pedophile after the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef song, but the entire group of people was chanting it. I mean, it looks like a goddamn blood sacrifice in the video.
Certified lover boy, certified pedophile. Whack, whack.
Vitali streams where he's supposedly catching tons of pedophiles has already gotten a lot of backlash. When he's catching predators, he isn't just catching them and having the police come and arrest them.
You boys need help?
No, back up.
He messes with them and does things like forces them to shave their heads, they have to strip, and they even have to run away while throwing fireworks or flashbang grenades at them while they're laughing. And also, he's been bringing a lot of like controversial YouTubers, celebrities, streamers, all kinds of things to help him. It looks like a fucking weird episode of Ghost Adventures. They're like bringing them along to go hunt these predators. And you have people like Little Pump showing up. You have Ty Dolla $ign in there. Like, what the hell are you guys even doing here? And they're going there and they're just like, oh, are you a predator? You like to touch kids?
What's up? Trying to meet the 15-year-old?
It's the fucking weirdest thing. Would you even have our boy, our lovely child, Aiden Ross, coming in. And Aiden Ross and Vitali offer to let a predator go outside and see the cops or eat an extra hot gummy bear for their game show.
Do you want to play our game show? No? We have a hot gummy bear. You want to eat it?
We have cops outside, so you're gonna have to do game show or police.
So it's either you go toss to the cops or you eat this fucking hot gummy bear. Once again, it's very funny watching people squirm and be in pain, especially when they're pieces of shit like this. But it's like, why not just give them to the cops, dude? Or just fucking have them eat the gummy bear and then just push them outside anyways. Like, what the
That's what I would do.
He has people like have to eat hot candy and then he kind of like scolds them like a schoolyard bully, basically saying, is it making you hard?
Is it to get you hard?
Oh, it makes you hard.
It's like shit that you would say in 3rd grade to have the kid in the back of the class be like, stop bullying me. And here's just a list of some of the things that have happened on these streams.
They go hard on that son of a bitch.
Punches a 73-year-old accused pedophile, knocking him out, hitting his head to the pavement. There's blood everywhere, and Vitali sits in his van talking about how his career's probably over again. They shave a predator's head. Vitali pisses on a predator's face. Vitali and Ty Dolla $ign shave the head and throw flashbangs at a predator as he runs away. A suspect gets assaulted by a bystander.
There we go.
One of the suspects gets slapped around. Vitali grinds on a suspect. Vitali attacks a predator. Vitali supposedly catches the Space Jam producer and writer of the movie. What life am I in? Oh, did someone say another flashbang? And there's a lot of fake crying for views, clicks, and just to make the whole thing look so stupid and, you know, the whole thing's a joke. Beside Aiden
Basically,
Ross, other celebrities have joined his hunts and become regular guests in each event. A lot of the celebrities that he's bringing on these streams, it's not like they're all angels anyways. I mean, for the love of God, he's had some people with a high stack of controversies as well, like Sneeko, who's not mine. Controversy number 1. He's had his own list of controversies, or you have legitimate criminals like Charleston White on his fucking stream, dude. Who the fuck are you to be calling these people out as well? Yes, these people are fucking monsters, but don't act like you're some vigilante as well, dude.
Basically.
And because pranksters are notoriously known for faking content, hiring paid actors for these things, it isn't out of the realm of possibility that these are fake, and a lot of people are accusing Vitali of faking this content in general. Mostly because of the lack of evidence and the sheer bizarre nature of these confrontations, how it's always convenient. Also, it's such like weird stuff, not to speculate too much, but it's like, they're just in like random alleys, just in a lot of places where there's not a lot of people around. Yes, they do have some on streets. And I'm not saying that they're all fake, but picking pedophiles off a tree like they're goddamn apple. So who knows? Like, it could be a mixture. I don't know. And because of that too, it just makes the entire thing
Yay!
more of a joke and more of a mockery.
Went
and it kinda,
through.
like, also makes the severity
Might
of the
actually win
situation
this
once
game.
again feel a little watered down, and you're not supposed to take it as seriously, even though it is something that is extremely disgusting and gross, dealing with these fucking predators and these monsters. And the biggest problem is that Vitaly is creating entrapment scenarios and loopholes and like dirtying up evidence. Yes, it's funny and entertaining, but he's not really doing anything to actually give more justice to these people. That like the justice is never really served. Yes, it's humiliating. If they're not behind bars, how many of these people will do it again? And I would have to say almost all of them, if not all of them, would do this kind of shit again if it is real. And I mean, even the way of like them saying like, well, we're doing this, you know, because it's going to be evidence to use in court. But like almost all the interrogation tactics and all the things that they do to get these convictions are completely unusable. You have to ask yourself, why is this bad? God damn, I can't say enough that it's funny and it's good that people are being exposed. If this is real, it is good. At the end of the day, predators get away. These people, the fucking degenerates, do get away. Yeah, they get humiliated for a second, and yeah, their face is out there. If the entire thing feels like a watered down mess, then they get humiliated for what, like a couple weeks? How long
All
is
right,
it until they're
213-13.
or nothing is really done to actually make them be aware of new neighborhoods they're living in, new places.
All right.
There's no way to really prosecute. There's no way to contain them. As shown in the above clips, with the
Not too
coercion,
bad,
unlawful
not too
detainment,
bad.
the physical abuse, the admissions and evidence are inadmissible. Even going as far
So
as
what's
to
up, chat? What y'all up to today?
but unfortunately, they are not. They're
What's
just big,
good in
horrible
the hood?
a pretty funny game show.
I wonder what I'm gonna
things where it's
pull.
like you also have the potential of ruining someone's life.
I wonder if I'm gonna get anything good.
Because we just don't know. We don't know the legality, and we don't know the legitimacy
Who
of anything that's
knows?
going on in front of us. We just have to believe a man.
All right,
who has
there's one win. I gotta get 2 wins.
a fraud. I mean, I know, you know.
I wouldn't really put that in the title when I tried to do it. Only 100 characters. But 2 wins are an advancement in rank.
Of watching disgusting human beings.
But I got a pack here we
But
can
at the
open.
same time, you're also not treating the justice system fairly. And yes, it is. I'm not going to go into
2
semantics
rares.
of how
We got
our justice system is and how
nice.
unfair
That's a
lot of things
first.
are. But at the same time, it's the only
Spiral
way
buff
for us to
clip.
play the
That's
game
just
to actually
battlefield
put these
tap
people
unless
behind
you
bars,
control
which is
2 or
extremely
fewer
important.
lands.
It's a weird thing of, can you
Oh,
have
and
justice
another
and
first.
entertainment together?
Skull
In a lot
crack.
of ways, I bet you can, but I bet a lot of ways it's all fabricated to actually
Players
make it seem
can't gain
fun and
life
feel like
this turn.
justice
Damage
and
can't be
entertainment
prevented
can
this turn.
exist. Because a
Skull
lot of
crack
times
deals
justice
3
is very
damage to
cold
target
and it's
player
not
or
entertaining, and it's long
planeswalker.
and it's a hard process. Versus entertainment is
Interesting.
here to, are we really actually trying to
That's a
stop
pretty-
anything or do anything good, or are
That's
we
a
just
good
trying
card.
to get likes and
I think that's
views?
pretty
Because
damn
at the end of the
good.
day, it's hard to justify. It's hard to make this a legitimate case of something that is a positive thing. Yes, albeit very funny. I'm gonna say that. I'm all for exposing these pedophiles and, you know, getting them off the goddamn internet, but we have to do it in a way where actual shit happens. That's what I advocate. Hunter Hancock, 2024. Get the pedophiles off the street. Any president would win if that was their tagline. Get the pedophiles off the street. How could you argue against that? Oh, so my tagline's not good enough? But thankfully,
Yeah, right.
a lot of these people are still being exposed, and there is some good to it. I'm not going to say it's all negative, but it is something interesting that's happening right now. I mean, the 17-count lawsuit thing is just happening right now. It's pretty crazy, and I thought that it was something interesting to bring up because pedophiles suck. Controversial. Pedophiles suck, and you want these things to be able to happen, but we have to go in the right ways about it. I feel like
Alright,
people
not bad,
mix
not bad.
the entertainment with the justice side. They both can't exist in harmony. The only person
Helen
that can probably
joins
do it is,
up
like,
and Annie joins up and
because he gives back.
we all
Right.
join up and
Beast hunting.
die.
New game show? Especially Jimmy's like all buff now. He goes down and like tackles and like beats people to death with a baseball bat or something. That'd be, I mean,
Alright, let's get another win.
this content is
Hold on, I
extremely
want to check
entertaining and it
something
has
real
been
quick.
for 20 plus years over the various sources. I think we can all agree that the right things
Fresh
need to
head.
happen to make sure that justice is properly served. We need to do it the right
Eh.
way. And with that, that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you watching.
I
See you
gotta
next
get my
video.
black and red spells going.
No, I'm actually looking for a black guy to eat ass today.
Well, nigga, let's do it. We outside. Ding dong, motherfucker. We outside. Eat this ass all day, nigga. Hello. We outside. Stop playing with the kid.
Stop, bro.
What?
George Floyd?
George Floyd.
Let's take
Nigga
over.
dead.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh shit! I can't believe that. Yo, what the fuck was that? What the fuck? Interesting.
I'm gonna put on my hat for this about it. Grady Gibson.
What's going on here?
Because he's brushing his teeth, but he's laughing. He sounds like a chimp. It's kind of funny.
Fucking weird. Yeah, let's check out Insane Americans on TikTok.
America is the greatest country.
And you go first.
It's beautiful. Everything about it makes me very, very pleased. I
Yeah?
absolutely love America. That's why I go.
The lion's sack is shit. Nobody likes America. The fuck are you talking about? The lion bastard. I'm in America and I don't even fucking like it. It's going to shit. I mean, yeah, I like where I live and it's not so bad. It'd always be a whole lot worse. But the way things are heading, we're gonna be a third world country within the next 50 years, I swear to fucking God. It sucks, but if shit don't change, that's where we're heading.
Of the United States.
Yo, what the fuck?
What do you feel? I feel confused. Why are you screaming in the forest?
Strange.
Oh my god.
Very strange.
Gentlemen, this is why women shouldn't have, CEO positions.
That's
Imagine
fucked.
if your fucking figures are down. Holy shit, you're gonna go off the fucking Richter scale. What I believe this is women pay thousands of dollars to go to these type of retreats and release anger. And
Interesting.
maybe they should be there. Definitely they should be there. What is making you so angry in your life that you need to scream like this? That you need to be sent off into the wilderness to carry on like a fucking crazy bitch? Like, it doesn't... What are you doing with these sticks? Swinging it like a girl. Not this bitch. She's gonna make a new fucking Grand Canyon with these swings. There's some power behind her. Who's that?
There we go.
Okay.
Take that.
What's on her face?
And now play this.
I guarantee it. These are these fucking insane people.
Yay! I did a thing! Lily, I did a thing! Well, I guess that counts.
Christ almighty. They need some
That's
good
2 wins.
Not just shit dicking. This is why white fellas, get out. We need the black fellas to come in with the big 12 inches. They need 12 inches of some fucking Sudanese dicks.
Sealed pack.
I think they need something. They need antidepressants. They need, this allegedly, of course.
Alright, let's see what we're gonna get.
Allegedly, of course. And Sudanese dicks, because whatever's going on here, whatever's happening, whichever way their neurons are firing, it is incorrect, and it is fucking terrifying, and we all should be just sitting here thinking, holy fucking shit, they're coming for us. It's gonna be like the Brad Pitt movie World War Z, when they're trying to climb over the fucking, the
Boyd.
barrier or the big
Got a fucking
fence or the
Boyd
big wall.
token.
This is
A
these
fucking
chicks.
Boyd.
Once these chicks realize
Lily, I got a fucking Boyd token.
After, man, we're all fucked. What do we do?
I know what Lily wants.
Like fucking insane
Huh?
being. This is America. This is America.
Fat girl, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when I get treats for you?
I feel afraid. I feel sad.
I love you, girl.
At the start, I didn't even hear this.
If you wait, nope. There's a fee.
Unbelievable.
A fee.
So apparently they pay $4,000 US, so that's like
This is the treat fee. You want a treat? You gotta come be on camera. Gotta be on camera if you want some treats.
Kimberly Helms.
Oh, I love my
Still
kitty.
thinking about her first rage ritual.
I love
years
you.
after her divorce.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, here they are smacking it. Oh, she's playing the drums. She's screaming. Very nice.
Alright, here you go. You can have your treats now.
Very helpful. Are you a soy boy? Are you sure? Are you sure you're not? Because if you take low-end supplements, you might be, or you're certainly on your way to
Here you go.
one. Let me introduce you to the greatest anti-soy boy supplement on
Alright.
the market. You've probably heard about organ meat, beef organ meat being fantastic for
Fuck
you.
even is that?
Nutrient
Beef
dense
organ meat?
like nothing else. But until you've
Strange fucking.
bison organ,
Real strange if you ask me. Beef organ meat. I don't know how the fuck I feel about that. No. No, thank you.
Vitamins and protein. Ladies and gents, these supplements right here. I've gone through a few bags already.
Alright.
They come in pill form, which is great. You don't have to eat the organs, which is, I know that freaks a lot of people out.
First card.
It's so much better than eating the organs. They're hormone-free, vaccine-free, grass-fed,
A Cursed Marauder.
GMOs, additives, or
Swamp and one. Zombie Warrior. 2-1. Enters the battlefield. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature. The accursed are ever drawn to the Heckma, as though its presence provides a brief respite in their lives of eternal torment.
To an easy-to-consume capsule, and ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this: makes you feel better, makes you feel quicker, cleaner, and just sharper. You don't need a coffee, you don't need energy drinks, you don't need your multivitamin. This is what you need. If you want to give up on being a big old soy boy, head to twc.health
Alright.
Isaac right now and use code Isaac for 50%.
When I get to the uncommons, I'm gonna take a dab.
This company is supporting me through cancellation.
Dog Umbra. Plains in one. Flash. Enchant creature. As long as another player controls that creature, it can attack or block. Otherwise, the Dog Umbra has Umbra armor. Interesting.
Wellness company. Use code Isaac immediately. What the
Next
fuck
card.
is that thing?
It's a fucking opossum!
What the?
No, you can't fucking keep. Babe, he's drooling out of his fucking mouth.
Can I zoom in on that? What the fuck is that?
That's an opossum!
Fucking horrific. Okay, let me just point out. That's what's known as an opossum. Okay. That O in the possum name is very important.
Yo.
Because here in Australia we have
What the
possums
fuck?
as well, but they look like this. That's a ring-tailed possum. They are cute as fuck. They'll eat little carrots out of your hands. They'll also beat the shit out of your dog
Smelted
if they have
Charbug.
very sharp claws. But
Artifact creature, insect, menace. When Smelted Charbug enters the battlefield, you get 2 energies. Whenever Smelted Charbug attacks, you may pay an energy. If you do, another target attack creature is +1/+0 and gains menace till end of turn.
How dare you have possum in that name? Fuck you. And why is that lady holding that fucking thing? That's terrifying. Okay. We've got a lady here, must be shoplifting or something. So the lady's just thrown it to the ground. Bit of a hip
Nice.
toss. Nice move.
Ooh, Serum
the lady who's
Visionary.
shoplifting is obviously, she's pulled guard. She's trying to pull guard. And
When Serum Visionary enters the battlefield, draw a card and then scry 2. It is a island 2/2/2. 3 criminal notions. I remember this one. In the 6th precinct, the suspect will confess when arrested in 2 hours. That's a funny card there. Crazy lady.
I'm right here. And she just shit on my floor.
She just. Oh!
Blur that.
Wait, what?
I have to blur that. People on Patreon can see it, but I have to blur that.
She shit on the floor.
Shit. She just dropped a big, dirty nut on the floor. Now, if that's not a great way to get someone to leave you alone, I don't know what is.
I had to see this the other day. Yeah, fresh box of them at work, and I was like, yeah, I want one. Why not?
Wants her out. I don't know. Maybe she was just. I don't know what she was doing.
Why
She's
the
done
fuck
shit.
not?
That's all that you need to know. Okay? If you allegedly shoplift and you go to court and they say, hey, listen, there's no evidence that you shoplifted, but you didn't do a shit on the floor. All right? You
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Be locked up, or at least in an
Won't
insane asylum
hit
somewhere.
my
You
ball.
can't be pooing on the floor, lady.
That's what I want
You can't just
to
walk
do.
into a petrol gas station and, you know, see the fucking protein bars for $47 that you think, oh, that would be nice to have right now, but it is $47 fucking dollars. Why is it so expensive here? And then shit on the floor. Although, maybe you should, because the prices at gas stations and petrol stations are fucking outrageous. And also, fuck you, gas stations and petrol stations charging so much money for gas and fucking petrol, alright? Fuck you. Maybe you should all go in there and shit on the floor. Maybe this lady is an American hero. In fact, I'm going to go out there and say this. Don't vote for Donald Trump. Don't vote for Joe Biden. Forget about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This lady needs to be the
YouTube,
president
Twitch, and
of the free world.
Nice. Yep.
I'm gonna turn off.
Yo, what the
copyright,
fuck?
obviously.
That's a
But
fat
she's
bitch.
beautiful, so beautiful you are. Love the way that your stomach hits the floor. And it bounces so much more. It's buoyant. It's a gullet.
She's fighting to stay underwater. She's too fat. She's too fat. She's fighting to stay under.
So is the pride flag.
Oops.
Pride flag's very, very important because we must remember that every single person in the LGBTQIA+ community is very much exactly the same. There's no difference.
That's
and that's why
fucked.
they're all joined in the same group, and they have 1 month to celebrate every single person in that group. Because dudes who love fucking buttholes should be in the same group as teenagers who think they're fucking cats.
Let me ask you a question. Go for it. Would you rather get $5 million or cancer?
That's a tough question. That is a real tough question. Would I rather get $5 million or cancer? America, this person, that lady, she votes. She votes.
Yeah.
What's the cash with the 5 mil?
Straight to your bank account. $5 million or cancer.
And what's the cash for cancer?
You get cancer.
What kind of fucking question is that? That is a fucking...
I'm so confused.
I don't even know what to say with that, but we know America has a mental illness problem. And that is the problem with gun ownership, is if you have everybody having a mental illness issue, or at least not, maybe not everybody, but a vast
Majority, it seems.
Particularly the youth in college and university campuses across the country having mental illnesses. Maybe everyone shouldn't have a gun. Maybe just some people. Maybe just people in the red states. But that's just my opinion. And you might have the shits with me saying that about the red states, but I have been to America numerous times. And the red states, the conservative states, the people who vote for the Conservative Party, are the better states to be in. All right? I've been to California. It sucks dicks. All right? It sucks fat cocks. San Fran and LA are the biggest. They make fucking slums in the middle of India look like gorgeous fucking places to bring up your entire family. These places are fucking shitholes. So
yeah,
head to the red states. They might
sucks.
scare you a little bit, but they're a nice place to be.
Do nothing. All he did was rob the gas station. Y'all acting like he robbed Walmart or something. Release my. Release my.
What the
I will
fuck?
beat out the N-word, even though it's a black person saying it, and they can say it, obviously. But this is
What the
should
fuck?
happen if you go to prison. And if I go to prison, if I get arrested for being the most almost bald man in Australia, if I get arrested, I demand that my wife Claire makes a song exactly like this. Maybe not with the N-word, maybe she mixes it up, but I demand that she creates an album to get me out of prison. Release the Butterfield. Get him out. But probably don't use the N-word, Claire. That's going to end up being a bit of an issue, I reckon.
Fuck every white man, woman, and child alive on this planet.
Whoa. Welcome to the video. Holy shit.
All you motherfuckers need to die. All of you do. We need to go for a global, recessive genetic purge by any means necessary. The last one of you white man, woman, and child on this planet.
I mean, I know you're probably going to think that I disagree, but no, I'm on board. I'm on board. On to the next video.
West government of America, you've made a big mistake.
So what's happening here? We've got a young, possible they-them. They've got some World War II vision in the background, and he's saying that the US government has made a mistake.
Think you can take away our app? Well, we are the most powerful generation that there ever
This
was.
is about TikTok, isn't it?
We are Generation Z.
Fuck me.
We won't let TikTok fall. We will rise above it all.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Destroy the world with your low test scores?
We will save TikTok.
Why are you American singing an Australian accent?
Time's running out. Can you hear the clock?
No, I can't. It's
Worse
digital.
than cancer? Yes.
Unless you got one of the annoying fucking flip clocks. That's 3D printed ones.
You want us so bad, and now you want more.
Just remember, these are the people that you're arguing with in comment sections.
Yeah.
If you get in an argument about something political, these are the type of fucking people that you are arguing with. That should make you feel so much better about every argument you've ever had on the internet.
Thank you, Isaac. I do feel better.
Should have at least put shoes on for the video, you fucking dweeb.
The build-up, though.
I'm spraying dog medicine on my hands in order to make the skin on my hands tougher.
Not even day 1. Day 155 of spraying dog medicine. On what type of dog medicine? There's lots of dog medicines on his hands to make them tougher. Sanding wood with his bare hands.
The sound at the end of this video is extremely disturbing. If you can't handle it, skip now.
His TikTok name is Guy Punching Rocks. 400,000 likes. He's sanding the wood with his hands? What the fuck? Imagine his cock. It must be like a pencil.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
His poor penis.
This would be great if he worked in an Italian restaurant. Bit of parmesan? Is this all this video is? Is him sanding a bit of wood with his fucking bare hands that he's been spraying dog medicine on for no apparent reason? Yeah, I'm sticking around because he said at the end of the video there's a disturbing sound. I want to know what this sound is, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. We've only got a few seconds left. What's this noise? This product is also intended to be used by humans. I'm using this product as directed by the instructions on the bottle. I'm glad you put a disclaimer there so the youth doesn't think, fuck, I better start putting dog medicine on my hands, because that's a genuine concern with the dead shits that live today. But this is his video. What is this?
Day 138 is spraying dog medicine.
He's lighting matches on his tough fucking Jesus. America.
Also, if you enjoy my content,
America.
to like, share, and retweet.
The best video I ever made.
Oh my god.
Watch until the
now
end.
he's breaking shit. Ow! He's got American pants on. Fuck yeah.
He's doing it for America.
A man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones.
I bet ya, when Confucius said that thousands of years ago, he was like, one day, I'm going to motivate some fucking insane human being who was probably a lovely dude. If you're rubbing dog medicine on your hands for TikTok fame, you're going to be a lovely guy. But I just don't believe that Confucius, such an intelligent human being, would have made that quote to talk about a dude that rubs dog medicine on his hands, lights matches on his feet, and tries to break fucking the tops of cinder blocks with his bare fucking hands. Also, wonder if I could do that.
Be a man, break rock. Me big strong man, me break rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Be a good motherfucker, peace in the Middle East. I'm coming to America. Just
don't you lie to me.
Sort all the visas out, and then I'll put the tickets on sale. The second the visas come through, tickets will be on sale. I'll be, I think I'm doing 10 to 12 shows, thereabouts, and then more the year after. So, ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker, peace in the Middle East, big stinks, toodaloo, au revoir, bye-bye.
I want to go see him when he comes to America. I think that'd be some fun shit. Yo, what the fuck? No. What?
There is a song called Big Girls, You Are Beautiful. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That has come true. For the longest time, people just said that to be nice. Well, not anymore, because Miss America
I don't know how I feel.
now, well, she's large
And in charge.
She's plus size. She big. Miss America was first introduced in the early 1920s in the south of America to really work out which farmer had the hottest daughter. And luckily for all of those girls, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Unfortunately, the beholder back then was their dad. Hot. Since then, every single year, a new woman is crowned the hottest in the country. Right now, it's a lady called Madison Marsh. Apparently, she's the best-looking woman in America. Congratulations, mate. But for poor old Madison, she has some stiff competition. Or should I say, big competition. Yeah, I should say big. Obese. Because Miss Alabama, this lady is coming for her crown. Listen, your fucked, mate. You're over. It's done, girlfriend. You're fucking done. This
Oh, yeah.
is Sarah McMillan, 23 years old, and was overjoyed when she scooped up the top prize in the National American Miss Pageant. Wow. So this is the culmination of what happens when you give a generation participation trophies. Everyone expects to win, even when they absolutely...
I don't know how I feel about that.
As I said earlier, beauty is
Get through the rest of this pack before I die.
What the fuck? Are these blind? Now,
Drive the
those with
repurposer.
very good vision will notice that Miss Alabama is a little bit different to her competition. Most of the participants in Miss America or any other country really
Filtering
tend to
landscape.
be, you know, hot-ish. And I'm not saying
All
she's
right.
not hot. I am saying she's not hot. Sorry.
What's this? What we got here?
She's very obese. She's very, very
Shattered
obese.
landscape. I've been getting a lot of packs where it's got two of these lands back to back.
Working very, very hard and working very, very diligently on
Regenerating bolt.
make sure
I don't think
they're
I've seen
in the
this
best
yet.
possible physical shape for a competition that is based on appearance. And Miss Alabama just walks up there, probably has
Alright,
spaghetti
we're
bolognese
hitting
the night
bolt.
before, she's
It
dropping
is
farts on the way up, allegedly.
Mountain in one, uncommon sorcery, replicate, pay 3 energy. When you cast this spell copy, for each time you pay this replicate cost, you may choose some targets for the copies. It deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker.
Let's face it, I'm not a divorcee at 30 years old, so I'm going to turn Taylor
Nice.
Swift off.
Very
Okay,
nice.
So here she is,
I like
and if you
that.
just go back there.
Ah.
That's the difference between her
There we go.
and
Replicating
competition,
bolt.
Okay, she carries her bum at the front. Interesting. But yeah, like, not taking anything away from Sarah, but she does open herself up to all of this criticism because she
Hydra
is
trainer.
obviously
Human warrior.
fit for the
I
role.
exert it as it
whatever
attacks.
state or country or
Target
whatever.
creature gets
Like,
plus
she
X
looks
plus
nice.
X.
She's got
So
beautiful
the turn
eyes,
X is the
dresses
number
really
of
well,
counters on
she has
permanents you
nice hair, all that
control.
shit. But you
So
are
if I had
still
this in my counter deck, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be exactly the same as me going into a bodybuilding.
I can see why it's big word. It's called Hydra Trainer. It works very well in a Hydra
But
deck.
I'm not fucking ripped, like, at all. In fact, my body's disgraceful. Fuck me, I try hard and I eat well, but, you know, maybe I should get on steroids. I'd love to get on steroids. But anyway, I digress. Poor old Miss Alabama. She's, even their dad.
There we go.
No thanks. And when it was announced that she was the winner, I think she was the
I feel like
most
it's getting a
shocked
bit
of all.
warm in here. AC back on. Hold on a second. Come on, son. There we go. Oh, they're coming my way. Alright, that's better. Next card. Uncommon. Stump Stomp. I got the, I got the art card of this. Foiling. Foil signature, gold foil signature. Interesting card. Excuse me. How did water get up there? Huh. Just like little water damage on the edge already. Alright. That's not bad. Yeah, strong creature out. It's like a plane, except you pay it any target. It's to just a target creature or planeswalker. Not bad. Next, Decree of Justice. 2 planes, 2 and double X. Create X 4/4 white agent creature token for flying. Yeah, cycling. And when you cycle it, if you pay X, you can create X one white soldier creature token. Not bad. Not bad. Ah. There. And next. Ooh, windswept heath. Nice. Beneath the surface of Ixalan. Interesting. It's not bad. Happy with that rare. We got 2 cards left. We got a forest. And a foil devourer of destiny. Yeah. What you do? 6/6 Eldrazi. 2 wastes and 5. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, at the beginning of your first upkeep, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You put one of those cards back on top of your library, exile the rest. When you cast this spell, exile target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Interesting. Interesting. Nice card. Alright. Back to it. Let's see if we can get some more wins and open some more packs.
Honestly, people around her, they were clapping and applauding and being polite, but everyone knows that this is just bullshit. This is just virtue signaling. That's all it is. And also, what does it say about women in Alabama? You must be fuck ugly. You must be fuck ugly. But I will be fair here, and I will say this. Sometimes it's not all about looks in these type of competitions. It is about the answers that you give on stage. And one of the questions that was asked of Miss Alabama was, how would you solve world hunger? And she said she'd skip lunch. But her delight was short-lived as vile trolls began quickly taunting
I don't know
her
about
her
that.
appearance. As I said before, if you win a beauty pageant and you're obviously not the person who should win, you're going to get taunted, and she knows that. Accept that, all right? If you want to win just because you're obese, she wasn't overly fat, she was just a little bit chubby, like, she wouldn't have won. She only won because she's morbidly obese, and the people who are running these competitions want to be seen as virtuous. They want to be seen as progressive. They want to be seen in this mad world of ours as being on the side of history.
Poke myself in the eye with my tissue.
And just because people disagree with her and say that, you know, she shouldn't have won, doesn't mean they're trolls. Doesn't mean they're trolls at all. It means they're fucking accurate. I'm sure some people can be dicks about it, but if you're just saying that she probably shouldn't have won because she is very obese, then you are just being accurate. And the reason for all of this is that we as men have a standard of beauty, and in these competitions, it's men's standard of beauty that reigns supreme. And in the men's competition, if you have a man, Mr. fucking Alabama, and the ladies are voting, you want to get the dude who's most appealing to women. That's just the facts of this situation.
How that works.
Beauty pageants are built on the expectations of what dudes seem to like and what ladies seem to like. That's the end of it. Men are oftentimes more attracted to women who are fit, who aren't fat, and are attractive. But the reason is because obviously we want to be with someone who is not going to die. And unfortunately, when people are morbidly obese, their chances of dying are much higher. That's just facts. And you shouldn't be celebrating someone who is morbidly obese. And I know it's not nice to say, but you shouldn't, because they are very, very sick. That's just, once again, that's just the facts of the situation. And if you don't like that, then too bad. Now, the Daily Mail, who broke this,
get the fuck out of here.
Extreme research skills to find what some people had to say about it. They went to the comments section, for fuck's sake.
Block it.
And they called out Blaine Tom Miagutis, who said, I thought this was a beauty pageant. Once again, great work filling out your article there with quotes from the fucking comment section. Jesus Christ. Randy Hicks said, is that actually
I wanted you to block.
Alabama? John Mason said this should have been Miss Jack in the Box. That's very funny, well done. And they're all sounding
Bar hits the Jesus, baby.
If you had a gun in your head and you had to say, is that attractive? every single person would say no. But a lot of people would say yes if the gun wasn't there. Because they like to lie. They like to be seen as polite, loving people. And people are just being polite when they say that she's beautiful. I'm sorry. She is winning because of pity. And no one wants pity. Pity is shit, mate. No, if you live your life just
Get out of here.
pity from
No
other
hexproof
people,
or
what a
menace in my house.
existence you must have. How horrific. And also, on top of all of this, being super skinny is just
I'm
as
gonna
bad as being
attack
obese. So you
again.
shouldn't be like the models in the 90s snorting coke and just drinking vodka and not eating food. Both of those are terrible. You don't want to be skinny, and I think we should really make sure that we get that point out there. No one should be skinny. You should be fucking fit. You should be strong. You should work hard on your body. This meat vehicle has to carry you through life.
Yeah?
You're suggesting that Miss Alabama, when she's 70 years old, 80 years old, is going to be able to get up off the ground if she has a fall or stabilize herself? Leg strength is a massive part about getting old and staying alive. Most old people have a fall, end up in hospital, and die. But if you have leg strength because you've been training and you've been walking and you've been exercising and you're fit and you're healthy, you might be able to stabilize yourself, not fall and not die. See my point? Sarah's victory was her third attempt at the contest. Wow. The contest says it hopes to foster positive self-image by enhancing natural beauty within. Okay. Bigger chest. Cool. But it's a fucking beauty pageant, mate. Does anyone remember that? They're going to score the pageant based on personality, confidence, and communication, according to the organisation. And I say that's lies. It should be focused on tits, and tits. Braces, glasses, skin problems, varying height. If you've got fucked teeth, if you can't see, if you've got fucking one leg shorter than the other, if you've got psoriasis coming out of your ass, if you're a fat chick, if you're the ugliest human to ever grace this fucking earth, you can still win.
You
Miss
got
America.
this.
So it's not a beauty pageant, it's a personality pageant. Change the fucking name. You can be mad at me for saying all this shit if you want, but I'm right. I will not be convinced otherwise. I am absolutely right. And you're only saying that she should have won because you pity her. And that's fucked. And I feel so sorry for these other girls. That are so hard
exactly.
to be in these competitions at the very least and to win. Think about the money spent, the surgeries, the changes of gender. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Miss Maryland, who also won last week. Bailey Ann Kennedy, trans, was born a dude. Now is the hottest woman out of fucking Maryland. Congratulations, Maryland. You ugly bitches. And Old Love's not alone. Mariana Machet and Ricky Valerie Colley, Miss Netherlands in July last year, both born male. Catalina Enriquez, yes, when she became the first trans woman to compete in Miss America. It just goes to show you right there that beauty is only skin deep. Well, sometimes, anyway. Other times it's balls deep. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stinks. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo, au revoir. Bye-bye. There is currently a sub-breed of man scuttling around the shadows of society that honestly could easily be weaponized and turned into extremists without too much difficulty. And
That's not good.
ladies and gentlemen, is incels. They are everywhere.
Uh-oh.
All of the evil men that we've talked about before, like the far right, or the Joe Rogans, or the Andrew Tates, or even me.
Hello, chat.
Involuntary celibates. That's what incel stands for. Involuntary celibates. They are a problem. They are men who hate women so much that they've sworn off them altogether. They've given up on ever having a partner of any kind, and they feel so much hate towards the opposite sex that it borders on violence more times than I think we'd all like to admit. Now these dudes, they have less physical contact with women than gay men. Okay, they have a lot in common. They have a lot in common, and we'll get to that. But they are just, it seems to be very sad individuals. People you look at in society and go, wow, their life must fucking suck. They're sad, sometimes violent men, and I will be honest, a lot of them have levels of the autism. in there somewhere. Not to say that all autistic people are
Meh.
incels. That's not true at all. I know a lot of autistic people that sling dick non-fucking stop. But I will say that most incels are probably autistic. I'll say that. By any means, these dudes are lost young men. If only there was a book out there that they could really benefit from. Better Man, great book. Go and buy it now. We sold 5,000 copies.
Alright, there we go.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
I pay attention now.
Let's have a deep dive on the incel community.
We've been investigating the hidden online world of incels.
I have not interacted with a female
My turn.
related to me in over 3 years.
They're mostly young men, usually virgins, who can't find a romantic or sexual partner.
Now, this isn't to say that all virgins will become incels. That's ridiculous. Of course, that won't happen. But perhaps the longer you remain a virgin, the more likely you are to become
Alright, bye-bye.
filled individuals. So, ladies out there, give it up. Give up the puss, please. But also, the longer you remain a virgin, the higher your likelihood of actually bettering yourself probably is as well. So, whether you choose to take path A and become a filthy fucking incel, or path B and become a better version of yourself.
Killed something at least.
Stay on the straight and narrow and be an ugly piece
And I got a lot of removal for enchantments and artifacts now.
But on the extreme end, some incels are becoming more menacing.
There was quite a few women that I did want to break their nose so they would be ugly.
Jesus. That is some horrifying shit right there. But it's reality, isn't it? There are terrible men out there, terrible women too, no doubt, but terrible men in this case out there who have horrible thoughts about real people, about you, about me, about someone else. And that's scary, but it's reality. It's always been reality and it'll never change. But the fact of the matter remains, and it will always be this way, that you don't know who these people are just by looking at them. You can take an educated guess, but you'll never know. They'll always lurk in the shadows somewhere with their dark thoughts and their evil plans. It's worrying. And that's why these incel communities that grow are so concerning, because it breeds more and more of them with more radical ideas. This video is from SBS in Australia, and their show The Feed sat down with a group of these incels and asked them some questions about what that world is like.
There is most likely not a single female on the planet that would be willing to date me.
Tell me with a straight
Why
face
not?
that doesn't sound like he engulfs the entire autism spectrum.
Why not? Why wouldn't anybody want to date you?
No, he does. He sounds very, very tism. All of the tisms.
I think every woman who encounters me on the street is inherently disgusted by me.
Also, as a clarifier, if I ever do start making money off any of my streams, I will be more than happy to donate to any of the Patreons of any of the YouTubers that I watch while on the stream. I just want to put that out there.
Fucking a whole nother universe of self-hatred.
I'm physically unattractive. I'm visibly autistic.
My autism radar is going off the fucking Richter scale right
Oh
now, ladies
man,
and gentlemen.
poor guy.
Sometimes incels can say some edgy statements.
Can you give examples?
An edgy statement would be something like, I hate all women, all women.
Question, does this make feminists the opposite of incels? Because these incels hate women so much.
Hey.
And feminists seem to hate
Hey.
men so much. I'm going to go out there and say yes.
Library.
Exactly. But also, on top of that, they say shit like this all the time. That they hate men, they wish men would fucking disappear and die and all that type of stuff. Kill all men, all that type of business. And no one bats a fucking eyelid? Seems like an interesting juxtaposition.
In the 20 minutes we spent looking at the chat, we saw Nazi symbols, racial slurs, and unsurprisingly, hate towards women.
I mean, go to any comment section and you'll find all of that. Let's be honest here. So this guy, he feels a part of this community. And he's probably found a lot of struggle when it comes to becoming a part of any other community in his entire existence. Not only with love or a female partner, but also in sporting clubs or any friend group. And finally, some group has come along and accepted him for being the
Poor
strange
guy.
human being that he is. So no wonder he leans into it. And he becomes more deeply ingrained into their way of thinking. He wants to fit in. It's a human requirement for life to fit in, to be a part of a group. But unfortunately, as we see with things like terrorism or extremism,
Unamo!
people feel
Finally!
very, very negative. And for this dude,
Yeah, buddy. Oh, come
On the
on.
most popular forum, there are millions of visits each year. By some estimates, at the very least, there are thousands of dedicated members worldwide.
I do blame women.
Come on, man.
Stand for why we have so many men single, depressed, lonely.
Okay, this is a message to fucking everybody. Blaming anyone but yourself is a waste of time in everything in your life. If you spend time blaming other people for what's wrong with you, for anything going wrong in your life, is a complete and utter waste of time. There might be other people to blame for things that are going wrong.
Make
but
this
blaming
work.
them doesn't do anything. It doesn't help you. You have no control over other people. You only have control over you. That's it.
We later catch up with the rest of the group in the park.
Good. Hello, female. Holy shit, the tism is real. Fuck.
Some allude to a common incel belief. They call it the black pill. It's the idea that women will only ever go for physically attractive men, that they've lost the genetic lottery, and their situation is hopeless.
Okay, ugly exists. You would know all about that. Fucking you. But that doesn't
Hey,
mean you
fuck
can't train
you.
your sense of humor. You can't become more intelligent. You can't become more.
Yeah, I'm an
interesting.
ugly
There are a lot of
prick, but
things
so
you can
what?
do
I
that
still
aren't
pull
just
bad
your
bitches.
appearance. If you want to attract a female, maybe, and I'm not saying all women are like this, but you just make some money. Yeah?
Just pop them.
Become more wealthy. You'll get heaps of puss. But also, you may struggle in your early 20s to find a mate, and that's fine. Most people do. Just wait until you're 35 and every female you meet is desperate to get pregnant because her eggs are all fucking partially poached and they need to be fertilized immediately. Then you'll just get someone who probably hates you, but, you know, they're a little bit desperate. And that's what you need. Someone who's desperate. Anyway,
Oh,
now
man.
a researcher
No,
is
thank
being
you.
asked about what incels post, what they get up to, what their lives are like.
He found the number
Oh,
of visits
fucking
were
thank
growing
you.
slowly and posts were getting more extreme. We asked him to read some out.
So this one is called Women Peak at 12. Who in their right mind would prefer a 22-year-old roastie to this? And they've got an image of a 12-year-old child.
Yo, what the
Socialist
fuck?
Germany was the best country for incels. Women are designed to be raped.
Now, obviously,
Yo, what
that's
the
horrific.
fuck?
Obviously. But we don't know how many people
What?
are doing this for shock value.
Yo, what the fuck?
Anonymity, no one knows who they are. It's probably most of them. And you might get one real dangerous person in these groups that might actually commit
Yo, that's so
something horrific,
fucked.
and everyone else is just trying to be a bit fucking edgy. I don't
Oh,
know.
man.
But I think that's probably
I don't know how I feel about
and
that.
I know that because I see comment sections all the time. And people in society, particularly when they're anonymous, say the most shit of all time.
First up, we're meeting an incel who used to have violent fantasies about women, but now no longer does.
Hi there. Nice to meet you. I used to be a full-blown incel. Hate women. You know.
What were some of the worst?
Obviously, I had violent thoughts.
Okay, where does this stem from? And does everyone labeling it as an incel thought, does it make it more powerful? Does it give it more power? Does it make it real? What I mean by
Strange.
that is we all have intrusive thoughts, I think, I hope. Like we've all walked along a bridge and just thought, what if I just jumped off? What if I threw my phone off? We all have these intrusive thoughts. And what makes us sane, or at least a little bit sane, is we don't do them. But if you have an intrusive thought and you're in this community and you think it, and then you go, well, that's an incel thought, so maybe I belong here. Perhaps that's not a good thing at all. Perhaps labeling it and giving it actual power in society is in fact making it worse. People can have these thoughts and then just ignore them, and then they're just regular people. But when you say if you have that thought, then you're an incel, well, then they lean into it even more. Maybe.
You know, in real life, thoughts of like women that I did want to, you know, rape.
Okay, that is fucked up.
Yeah.
Which is not his real name, was 15 when incels started emerging online.
Damn.
Pretty involved in it. All my friends got pretty involved in it.
The website he visited.
Alright,
is
so
now
I can get
the
out
biggest
Ulmog
incel
this
forum on
time.
the internet,
Coming up.
where hatred towards women is encouraged.
This is
He's got a squirrel deck. I love
I
it.
guess this helps answer the question, why do some men
Chatterbang.
attack women? Obviously the answer isn't singular, it isn't simple, it's quite complex, but maybe this gives us a bit of an insight to how some of these people are thinking. Maybe these insane types of forums and these insane creatures are one of the many problems. And so far in these videos, all that has been is talk. But with the incel community, we've learned over the years that it's not always talk. Sometimes it becomes reality. Most infamously, Elliot Rodger. This dude, he killed 6 people, injured 14, and declared war on women. He was a crazy incel. So maybe we shouldn't be blaming toxic masculinity or masculinity in general on violent crimes committed by some men. Maybe we should be looking at these type of problems, the extremists. And every group has extremists, whether it's feminists, whether it's incels, whether it's men, whether it's Muslims, Christians, Catholics. We all have extremists in every single group. What matters is how dangerous they are, I guess. Unfortunately, the incel way of life will only grow from here. It will only become more popular. Why? Well, TikTok. TikTok is going to help spread this shit.
Alright,
It's
see
been
what
a little bit
happens.
popular. You know, it's been a fringe thing for a long time. But the way that TikTok's algorithm works, it will only suck lonely young men, young men, potentially dangerous.
Alright,
So
alright.
dangerous. Just fucking use your brain and understand what I'm saying.
Wasn't too
It'll suck
bad.
It'll put them into this algorithm. And everything that shows up on their feed will only lock down the thoughts and ideas that they're already having. Make them real. Make them achievable. If that's even an appropriate word to use. It's scary. It fucking is. I do have, though, an answer to this problem. It's twofold. Number one, men all the time, and women, should be encouraged to work on themselves, become better people. And then people will want to be around you. The second one is for the government to fund prostitutes to give free handjobs. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucking peace in the Middle East, be dick stinks. Come and see me live. I'm all over the world. Toodaloo, wah, wah, bye.
We
Yay!
need to talk about something, man. You've gone too far, and I mean too far. It's one thing to attack me. It's one thing to troll me. It's one thing to make
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I wanted to see this make
Boys have a penis,
Well, that was
girls
quick.
have a vagina.
What's your
Another
definition
pack,
of
those
love?
2 wins.
Love is acceptance, it's peace, communication. It's kind of hard to define, but I think definitely acceptance is a big part of it.
And acceptance as
I think
love,
it was
where do
2
you get
wins.
your
Either way, I
definition
want to
of
open a
love?
pack.
For my partner.
It's funny how a couple of
Phyrexian,
doing
what
what
was
this
that?
person is
Golem
doing and
token.
wearing a dog mask or a dog helmet or whatever it is would be considered some sort of insane behavior. But here we are in 2024 and people are engaging in this behavior and claiming that they are normal people. And accepting someone or accepting their behavior doesn't mean you
That taken care
It's
of.
telling people the truth whether they like it or not, or they're accepted or not.
Buzz, what is going on? Hold on. I am Buzz Lightyear, and I'm in charge of this detachment. No, I'm Buzz Lightyear. I am Buzz Lightyear. I'm Buzz Lightyear. So who's
Supposed
the
to
real
sell
Buzz?
it.
I am. Don't let this imposter fool you. He's been trained by Zurg himself to mimic my every move.
What are your pronouns? She, her.
Siege Smash.
She, her. He, him.
She, her.
They, them. They, them.
I'm Schwab, and
Hey, the Spike.
He, him, his. I know you guys have heard me say this before, but I'm going to say it once again.
Expanding
The people who believe in
ooze.
this nonsense always have a
I don't know if I've
certain
seen this one yet.
And the guy at the end, I don't even know
Swamp
what he was
Forest,
saying, but he looked like
Dap
the final
One.
boss of the rainbow community.
Whatever it attacks.
when
The
people
plus one
say
plus one
that
counter target
wheelchairs are
modified
only for
feature.
people who
Interesting.
need them.
Oh yeah, I have. I remember the flavor text.
Because
It
when they
eats the
say
world
that what they
garbage.
mean
Of
is
course it's
wheelchair users
growing.
are for people
Prince
who are
Bulbous.
paralyzed. But not everyone who is a wheelchair user is paralyzed. I think we should do away with strollers. Because toddlers can stand.
Fetid
You know why we use
Gargantua.
strollers? Because we do need them. We need them. And you know what? Some adults need strollers too.
For
And a
what?
stroller is a wheelchair.
It's like riding a bull, you gotta lean with it.
What is your commitment
Yo,
to
what the
making
fuck?
disabled people and fat people suffer all the time?
See, the thing is I wouldn't do that to a disabled person. It's not the same.
If it makes a difference
It's
between
not
you
the same.
going outside and not going outside, use the fucking wheelchair and go outside.
Yeah, if you actually need
If you
it.
actually cared about people's health, you would stop discrediting that.
But me caring about your health would be saying lose the fucking weight, eat healthy. Doing shit you need to do, it ain't easy. I fucking know it. I used to eat a fucking thing of Oreos almost every other day.
You not being a normal functioning member of
Better
society,
get
and
into
it
it.
is what it is.
Gender equality.
Exactly.
It's time to shovel the snow. I was gonna do it. Shut up.
What is 88 plus 22?
Sheltered landscape.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3.
Carry the 1.
Yeah. 5, 6, 75.
Snapping boy craw.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Yeah. How the hell did she get 75?
It's absolute insanity that people can't even do basic math, yet they're supposedly getting higher education. I want to give
Bumpus
her the benefit of the doubt
aberration.
that maybe she didn't hear the question correctly, but I've seen too many times that people can't even answer simple questions or don't even know the answer to simple questions like this. So I tend to
Interesting.
believe that she
6'6"
just couldn't
trample.
do basic math.
What do you think is the earliest age that someone can start receiving
I'll drive you
gender-affirming
beast.
care, whether it's
All
puberty
hope behold
blockers,
is twisted
hormones?
form are consumed by a single-minded obsession. Destroy it.
And people want to tell me that these people are sane people. Essentially, as soon as kids can talk, she just said they should be able to
Golden
say what they
tail
want to buy.
trainer.
And adults who are apparently adults should follow along
Probably
with
have
it
seen
because
this
apparently
shit.
kids know
Or
what
is
they want and
equipment
they can
to
never be
cast
wrong,
with excess
apparently.
gas for
I
extra
used to be a
tail
gangbang
trainer's
girl.
power.
I used to do
Whenever
gangbang
it
parties and I would
attacks,
fuck
other
like 50
modified
dudes a night.
control
So
get plus
I've
X
probably
plus
been
X
fucked
till
by
I'm
like
trying to
500
wear
dudes, but they were
X's
mostly
power. Interesting.
The fact that women like this get on camera to say the nonsense
Interesting.
that they say and say it with
That's
pride
not
just
bad.
goes to show you how much our society has fallen because people don't even feel shame anymore to say the nonsense that they say.
Amped Raptor.
Massive organizations can't even tell people the truth anymore because they want people's money, and when you cater to people's feelings, you
Estrus
get more of their money. It's really
invocation.
a simple equation of 1
You
plus
may
1
have
equals
Estrus
2 that many
invocation
people
enters
don't
the
seem to understand
battlefield of the
because they're
copy
all
of
in
an
their
enchantment
feelings.
control, except it has. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile this enchantment. If you do, return to the battlefield under its owner's control.
Trans woman.
Interesting.
Last year, I wasn't fully out, so it was a great experience for me.
So if it has an enter the battlefield trigger, it helps you trigger it every turn.
Wanted to go. They could have stayed home with grandma, but
Interesting. Also, it can be set, baiting counters, time counters, whatever.
Pride, right? Yeah, they're retired. Very happy Pride.
Chillin'
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Chilgengar, Sire of Famine,
They don't like us celebrating Pride.
Elder Demon, Legendary Creature, Flying Sacrifice 6/6, sacrifice only creature, create a blood token. If you sacrifice an angel this way, create a number of blood tokens equal to its toughness instead. And then either Spawn Planes, Spawn Planes, Spawn Planes, and then sacrifice blood tokens. Return each creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality count on it. Those creatures are vampires and missions for other types.
Can you name a female
Interesting.
Me. I'm a New York Times bestselling author. I'm the host of the #1 business podcast for women in the
That's
world. I'm a
two.
Forbes 30 Under 30 recipient, and I've helped 5 million women
Planes
save
and
money and pay off
Emrakul's
debts. The
Messenger.
truth is, like, we are so spoiled
Oh,
now
Planes.
with Star Wars.
My dumb ass, it's a swamp.
Media. I know that I know that it can feel sometimes like,
Emrakul's
I like this
Messenger.
thing and
I don't think I've
like
seen
that
this
thing.
yet.
And if you don't like the acolyte, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Like the reality is
Regular
that Star Wars
foil,
in and of
boon
itself
1, uncommon 2/1, devoid flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 0/1 Eldrazi. Color somebody spawn creature with sacrifice to add waste. Obey her will. Don't be a fool. Submit your mind to
It's
Emrakul.
crazy that these people don't even care about the people who
I love
want
it.
their franchise to be the franchise it is.
I like the
They've
art,
gone
too.
ahead like so many of all of these
I
other
think it's a beautiful
franchises
card.
with all of this woke nonsense and pushing their agenda on other people that they've destroyed the very thing that the audience who originally watched this show
They'll
used to
drive
love,
the
and
cars
they
that
want
they
to do
print
their
and
own
start
thing because they want
badass.
to once again cater to people's
That wasn't too bad of a
feelings.
pack. 2 rares out of it. 2 rares out the first pack as well.
Well, dudes that have been changing to chicks are f***ing
crushing it right now. Male Spanish soldiers are self-identifying as women to get better army digs. Army Corporal Roberto, who registered as a female in the past 12 months, reportedly he gets a better salary now. He has nicer accommodations. And then also, he was told that his pension's gone up because women get more to compensate for inequality. Also gets a 15% more annual salary for being a mother. You know what the best part is? Because out of respect for, he said he didn't want to be in the female houses and showering with them and stuff. So they just gave him his own house. The corporal's been allowed to maintain his beard because facial hair is permitted for women, whereas guys have to shave their beard.
Facial hair is permitted for
There's
women.
nothing in the code of conduct about women having facial hair.
Oh my god.
She's a smart lady, sorry.
This is what feminism
That's
and all of this
fucking.
woke nonsense allowed. People
That's too funny. I'm sorry. That's just too funny.
People should be able to love who they are, even though they change who they are, which doesn't even make any sense. But I don't expect
To me, that's
to make
fucking
sense.
hilarious.
That now men are going into their sports, but they claim they're women and taking over women's sports.
Nowadays, men aren't proper men anymore.
So then where is your hijab and why aren't you praying in the mosque?
And to me, one of the gravest sins a man can commit against a woman is wasting her time.
Y'all want men to be real men, yet you're acting like a CEO on Wall Street.
I love
Nina
this.
from Queens, New York. You just activated my motherfucking trap cards. First I activate the trap. Where is the traditional woman? Who? When this card is activated, any modern woman asking men to be traditional when they themselves want to be in control of everything.
Alright.
Pet die due to neglect, unless to spend money on takeout forever because they forgot how to cook. Last I activate the trap zero feminine energy detected. When this card is activated, you automatically lose the duel because the government is drafting men, and you are so strong that they have put you in the first wave to attack the enemy.
Oh shit.
Vanish to the shadow realm, aka being a man in any century.
So I just learned that more
That's
people
fucked.
regret having kids than trans people
That's
regret having surgeries.
yeah. I don't even know.
Let that sink in. Anyway, continue with your day.
Sorry to all the people who have rainbow colored hair and don't believe in the nonsense that these people believe in, but when I see a person with rainbow colored hair like this woman, I tend to ignore the things that they're about to say, because 10 times out of 10, what they're going to say is going to be nonsense like what this woman just said.
I think abortion should be unrestricted.
Aww.
And
my little bite.
I think when somebody finds out in pregnancy,
That's
when
nice.
how far along that they are, when someone finds out, they should be able to get an abortion if they want to. And for some people, that is full term. If I can't get abortion training here, if I can't perform abortions in my career, I will not stay in Wisconsin. And a lot of my colleagues who are on the same track agree.
Or maybe what all of you can do to avoid
Full
this,
term.
although I know you
So
won't
you just
like
want to
what
kill an
I'm about
actual
to say,
baby.
is you can maybe
So that's what the
stop
fuck you're
putting your
saying.
hands to random people and allowing them to engage in these acts with you. You do have that choice, but of course these people like to act as if they're animals and have no control of their own bodies, that they begin to say nonsense like this.
Oh my god. She's beautiful. Really? You're the most beautifulest girl I've ever seen in my life. Come on. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. Come on. This is the most humbled I've ever felt
Yeah,
in
what
my
the
life.
fuck?
I'm literally holding resumes, a stack of them, so that I can
I'm so
go
confused.
into places and say, "Are you guys?"
I'm probably gonna
hiring?"
lose this match.
It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs, and some of them are being like, "We're not hiring," and it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages. Oh, this sucks. Like, I just want to be a TikToker if I'm being so for real with you. But I can't be delusional anymore. Like, I literally need to make money. So, I'm just gonna keep trying.
Maybe getting a degree in communication is the issue that you're having at the moment. The degree that you got is a useless degree.
Unfortunately.
Stop taking a picture. Stop
Constitution, ma'am?
Fuck you.
You can record things.
And his Constitution don't mean shit to you.
Just know
His
your rights.
Don't mean. Oh, I know my rights, and my rights are
Obviously you
different
don't.
from yours. My rights are different from yours.
Really?
You want to know why? Because that's a black man, and you're a white boy.
You finna keep the peace.
You're a
Look,
white
you got your footage.
You're a white
You got the right to
You're a
record.
white
Go ahead.
and
put
you're
it down.
exploiting our life.
It's okay though. Look.
You don't care. I know you don't.
Don't commit crimes.
I know you don't care. That commit crime is not a fucking
That's ignorant
crime.
because you don't even know what
You don't
happened.
know what he's
I
doing.
saw it on Twitter. He
You
hit off.
didn't see shit.
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
saying though, but like for you to say that, it's
Oh,
okay,
well.
Do your thing, but like you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's all good.
Here we go again with the black community wanting to be offended over nothing and calling everything racism when things don't go their way. Not everything is racism. Sometimes it might just be the case that you're just a stupid person and people call you out on your stupidity.
Good evening and welcome to an entire program devoted to lefties losing it. I regret to inform you that the lefties are getting extra feral, and those within academia who have enabled, emboldened and relentlessly promoted radical left lunacy are getting a glimpse of the monster they've helped create. Watch as this activist student decked out in a keffiyeh spits on professors during her graduation ceremony at McGill University in Montreal. And did you notice the crowd cheering? It won't surprise you
Let me
that
see.
ceremony
Yeah,
was for
we'll
the
go on to
Faculty of
this.
Arts at McGill. Just imagine the lucky company they'll be hiring that young lass. Now from Canada to the White House, and let's hear from this dude who is old enough to know better. But sadly, there's no cure for chronic leftism. This is from a protest in
See how
DC.
this works.
Art resistance is the only way out. Is that to say that you support the attacks of October 7th?
I support by any means necessary what Hamas can do to resist the genocide and the Jews.
He just hates Jews.
And you believe, again, specifically on October 7th, because it said that many civilians were attacked, not just military targets.
October 7th was a brilliant way into Israel to resist and overthrow the oppression.
I don't know shit.
There is not just pretending to be anti-Israel, that is an out-and-out defender of rape, torture and slaughter of innocent people in the name of overthrowing
Yeah, what
As
the
we've discussed
fuck?
many times on this program, these anti-Israel protests are really anti-West protests. They hate America, Australia and the UK just as much as they hate Israel. And when they talk about decolonisation, you should believe them.
They weren't raped. That's a lie. We established it was a lie. We saw the Israeli soldiers did to the women.
Do you condemn what Hamas has done?
No, I do not. I do not condemn your family. I support Hamas. That's when the rage comes out. I am Hamas.
That was also in DC, where we had violent mobs of far-left agitators
Oh my god.
desecrating monuments.
You're a terrorist organization, so if you're claiming that you're Hamas and you're in America, you should automatically be arrested for being in a terrorist organization. How are they not? Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm a terrorist, and you're not arrested. Fuck that.
Did you see that idiot trying to burn an American flag and largely failing? But they did manage to cause widespread damage.
Little Bean, Chunky Monkey Cat.
Yep, that's a lone officer being pelted with bottles, trying in vain to protect a monument that is being destroyed as the violent fascist mob call him a fascist.
It's ridiculous.
Bless him. He was doing a little dance there for the lefties losing it, who managed to do
Aw.
a great deal of damage over several hours in DC. But don't worry, I'm sure the police chief will deal with it as soon as she finishes marching in the Pride Parade. That was DC Police Chief Pamela Smith at the Pride rally. I wonder if she hung around for the twerking competition. Yes, the family-friendly DC Pride rally had a twerking competition. Cover your eyes, kids. Did you see the poor kid there and others in the crowd watching the sort of
What the
content you
fuck?
expect to see in a strip bar? The degeneracy is the point.
What the
Here is
fuck,
alleged
man?
comic Chelsea Handler who thinks she can tell black folk how to vote. Here she talks about telling 50 Cent that he can't back Trump because he's black. I mean, this is so racist, so gross, so divorced from reality.
What does he do? Supporting Trump?
He says he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes, which, by the way, isn't a plan of Joe Biden's. That's a lie.
Huh.
So he doesn't want to pay 62% of taxes because he doesn't want to go from being 50 cent to 20 cent. And I had to remind him that he was a black person, so he can't vote for Donald Trump, and that he shouldn't be influencing an entire swath of people who may listen to him because he's worried about his own personal pocketbook. So I haven't heard back from him yet.
And here is another privileged
What the
out-of-touch
fuck?
far-left champagne socialist, The View's Sonny Hostin, who compares black Republicans to unicorns.
I thought it was interesting that the framing was a room of black Republicans. Where are they? Where are they? Because if you look at the stats, 77% of, 81%, I'm sorry, of black men are part of the Democratic Party. Black voters consistently align with the Democratic Party. Over 95% of black women are part of the Democratic Party. So these black men that he was
I'm
speaking
dead
with,
next
I'd
time.
love to see them. It would be like looking at unicorns. And so I think that the sad thing is, you know, I agree with you, Anna, is that this came from the mouth of a black man, right? And so if you're pandering yourself and your community and your history to a man like Donald Trump, who is a disgraced, one-term, twice impeached, convicted felon, we get to say now, is even more despicable.
Now, the Biden administration has cancelled billions more in student debt. The total stands at $167 billion, that's US, with 1 in 10 student loan borrowers forgiven of their debts. But at least long-suffering taxpayers are getting value for their money. Let's look at what the kids are studying nowadays.
My concentration is environmental science and sustainable business.
Hi, my name is Lex, and my concentration is the performance of self.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle. My concentration is creative direction, production, and narrative through the arts, performance, and written word.
Hi, my name is Karina Gomez, and my concentration is in journalism and Latin American studies, with an emphasis in human rights, collective memory, and political violence.
Hi, my name is Reed, and I study music business and gender studies.
Hi, my name is Dominique, and I studied care politics with a minor in disability studies.
My name is Elliot Wright, and my concentration is art as a social mechanism.
Hi, I'm Georgia, and my concentration is dramatic writing and theatrical adaptation.
My name is Noah Loyacano, and my concentration is equilibrium or negotiated paradox.
Now, I'm not sure if those kids are going to join the unemployment queue or be tomorrow's tyrants in HR departments and big corporations. Who can tell?
Latin American women in
viticulture.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm studying the unseen body and creative spaces, erasure and exposure of the queer. Yeah! Hey, I'm Nina, and I studied the arts, education, and social justice. Yeah!
I'm Joyce. I studied decolonial
considered that time itself could be transphobic? You
The
better throw away
fuck?
the clocks, because this next lass claims that
I don't even know
trans
anymore.
people actually experience time completely
I
differently.
don't even
Did
know.
you know that queer and trans people actually experience time completely differently to cishet people? It's a concept called queer temporality, and it basically has to do with the fact that historically, as queer and trans people, our lives have started much later, and for a whole bunch of reasons, ended earlier than our cishet counterparts. So as a result, our experience of time is compressed.
Ooh, wowee, there's a lot to unpack
What?
there. What else didn't we know about the passage of time? I could not be more fascinated.
Those milestones that we've been socialized to use to mark the passage of time, so things like marriage or
I don't
having
know what
children
the fuck.
or, you know, working, retiring, inheritance, things like that, haven't been accessible to us. And that linear timeline has a name: heterochronology.
There you go, you learn something new every day. Didn't know queer folk were prevented from working and retiring. Now to Lefty Losing headquarters.
That makes no
MSNBC,
sense.
which makes the crazy
Like,
folk at CNN
that's fuck off.
rational. Here's Adrian Elrod claiming that it's Trump foreign policy that folks need to fear, not the unholy mess Biden has made over the past 3.5 years.
And during these challenging times on the foreign policy front, on the global front, can you imagine
Try this
having
again.
Donald Trump back in the White House trying to manage all of this? I mean, President Biden is a seasoned foreign policy pro. He served, of course, as the chair on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee for a long time. He has these relationships with world leaders that go very, very deep. So we're going to be reinforcing
Yeah, stop killing my friends.
the president has.
Yes, Adrian, I'm sure the American people are just terrified of Trump returning them to peace and prosperity, to 4 years of no new wars, of historic peace deals being struck between Israel and Muslim-majority
Killing all my
nations. Somehow the
friends.
Biden administration's profound weakness, emboldening the likes of China, Russia, Iran and North Korea, isn't making us safer. We're all shocked. Now back to Australia and the city of Melbourne in the great state of Victoria, where the leftist government has accrued record debt while pushing a relentlessly leftist agenda.
Excuse
Where
me.
federal far-left activists routinely block city roads for protests, and they're not shy about abusing police. Listen here as they taunt the retreating officers with things like "run, you son of a slut," and "you effing rats." Charming stuff.
Huh.
Run! Run, you son of a... Run, you dog! You rat! You rats! You dogs! You rats! Dogs!
I've got to say, I do feel for the police working at the coalface. Their woke overlords in police command have taken a knee to this far-left lunacy, whether it's BLM or the climate protests or these anti-Israeli mobs. Time for some French folk losing it. The EU elections have just taken place, and the results were shocking for lefties, with Europe swinging hard to the right, and some folk
Interesting.
took the news better than others. If you want a clue as to why so much of Europe is swinging hard to right-wing parties that want to cut immigration and abandon net zero and other neo-Marxist nonsense, then look at these scenes from Nantes, where in France, where Antifa mobs break the windows of the building because it's flying the French flag.
I don't get it. I'm so angry.
Yeah, I can't imagine why folks
Everybody's
are
always so
socialist
angry.
lunacy. Time now to visit lawless California, and here are folks achieving social justice in Los Angeles. Just kidding, they're just ransacking an AutoZone store.
Stores just completely trashed in an intense, crazy situation. There was a street takeover. The store was mobbed. The AutoZone, it ransacking, flipping that store upside down. We also see several people walking out with several pieces of merchandise.
Time now to check in on the leader of the free world here, celebrating the made-up holiday, Juneteenth. And of course,
Oh, that's not nice. Looks lost. Check this out.
No.
Oh.
I didn't tell you to bark.
Bad boy. Good boy. Treat? Nope. Alright.
I'm dead. I'm gonna be a dead person.
Do you like my outfit? No. No?
3 damage.
What's up, man? How you doing? You like my costume?
You are
You like my outfit?
I mean, not particularly. Strikes me as pretty insensitive.
Really? Why is that?
It's from another cultural tradition that is not really something you should be, like, using as a costume, really.
Does my outfit make you mad?
No, good.
Good?
Yeah.
Do you have to be Chinese to wear this?
You don't have to. Anybody can wear.
What do you think of my outfit?
我很喜欢你这种衣服，很好看。
You really like it?
Yeah.
Looks good?
Good.
What does that mean? Gonna go with good.
Yes, let's be offended on behalf of other
Yeah,
races,
right.
even though I'm not that race. And the race that I'm being offended on behalf of are actually not offended by it, but I'll be offended for them because I love to virtue signal, because virtue signaling in today's society is a virtue.
Oh, look at Andrew here. He
Too
can't
fucking
believe his
funny.
eyes.
When will God convict you to get rid of the rest of these? When is that going to happen? I know it's a process, right? But if you know it's wrong, what is actually stopping you from removing them right this second?
I listen to God. I don't listen to... I've worn dresses that were completely covered up and still had men look at me.
Would you say that God or Satan would prefer that you had those pictures up on Instagram?
Well, probably, if they're not appropriate, most likely Satan.
Man, so how would be the best way to condemn Satan then? Gotcha, bitch!
I have another question.
There seems to
Oh
be
god.
in today's world of these OF models who seem to have turned
Oh,
their
that
way
stack is
into
not
being
working.
Christian women. And Andrew, who's the person asking the question towards this woman, asked a very, very good question. And her silence tells you all you need to know.
But these sprinkles are the best.
Don't believe in fat phobia? Just imagine what the comment section would look like on that video if that person was fat.
This is like me comparing a broke person to a rich person and saying the rich person shouldn't be spending their money because I, as a broke person, if I was to spend my money the same way the rich person spends my money, people will start to shame me. Obviously, because the rich person works to where they've got to, so they're able to spend their money the way they want to, whereas you, being a poor person, shouldn't be spending your money the way the rich person spends their money. And the fact that I even have to explain this type of concept just goes to show you how ignorant and stupid people are.
We actually don't need it.
What do you mean that we don't need gravity?
What if it was never invented?
Invented by who?
Sir Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton created gravity?
Who created gravity, babe? Dan?
Isaac Newton created gravity? You're right.
Once again, people like this vote. Let that sink in.
Am and have always been queer, non-binary, and most important, me.
For the past several years, students in the LGBTQ+ community and their supporters have raised the pride flag over the San Diego Unified Headquarters just before the start of Pride Month. They are supported by leaders, starting with the superintendent.
They want to be seen and they want to be heard the way they want to be seen and heard, not the way that others see them.
The fact that you have to get up on a podium and proclaim to the entire world that you are whatever you claim you are tells us all we need to know.
I don't get
People who
what
know who
cards
they
are.
don't
Oh,
have
of
to try
course,
and force
probably
other people
those.
to believe in the nonsense that they believe in. Just by looking at you, it's more than likely that you are a woman, and your chromosomes, if not, will tell you that. But you keep believing what you want to believe.
Avoid this common mistake as a plus-size traveller. Although it may be tempting as there's a lot more space, don't book an emergency exit row if you think you might need a seatbelt extender. Unfortunately, most, if not all airlines will not allow you to sit there if you require one.
The fact that we have to pay more for
Alright, so
outdoor
this
luggage is
has
very,
alchemy.
very interesting in
You know
this
what
video.
doesn't.
Instead of making a video like this, why don't you make a video for
I haven't still
plus-size
play alchemy
people to
cards.
try and lose the weight so that they don't have to engage in this behavior? But hey, what do I know?
Men are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive. They're meant to be worker ants. They're supposed to listen to women because men do not have the ability to think for themselves.
I can guarantee you that
But you're a
you are
man.
not the type of person I will be listening to for advice in terms of what men should or shouldn't do. And I'm sure the people who are also watching this video more than likely agree with me.
The reason I thought it was okay for me to do porn was because I thought no one would ever find out about it.
Yeah, we definitely believe you. You are just so ignorant.
Yeah, I'll try this. I haven't played this in a little bit.
And didn't expect
Check it out.
anyone to know that you're going to
I
do
should
it.
go to bed
Yeah,
soon though
really.
because I do have to work tomorrow.
Oh, no.
When people think I'm black because of my skin color.
I don't want to see your
That's
bodies on
fucked.
Instagram. I want to see what's in.
That's fucked.
You hit a 12-year-old. A 12-year-old. You hit a 12-year-old. Turn around. Tell them you're sorry. I won't call the police. You can't hit a 12-year-old. Hit me. Hit me. Don't hit a 12-year-old. Here, slap me. Don't hit him because he has a right to carry his flag. An autistic 12-year-old. You hit a 12-year-old, ma'am. You have no right to hit a 12-year-old. Slap me. Slap me. She hit a 12-year-old.
I was right behind you.
I videoed it. I had my video right here. She hit him right in the arm. He's autistic. No, she threw her elbow. I've got it right here. So did you hit him? Did you hit him? Then why did you apologize?
Are you done being racist?
No, racist. How are we racist? We're Jews. Are we racist?
What are you doing?
Wait, that woman just hit my son.
She didn't hit
You
anyone.
weren't there. I got it on
right
video.
there.
I'm calling 911. I'm following you the whole way home. You don't hit a 12-year-old.
And now you're threatening me.
I'm not threatening her. I told her to hit me if she wants to hit somebody. No. Admit you hit her, apologize, and I walk away.
Sorry.
Tell me you hit him. You didn't bump it. You threw an elbow at a 12-year-old autistic kid.
This is what the woke do. They'll do something bad and then try to play victim. I don't even know what race had to do with this when no one mentioned race, but of course because of
Right.
the programming is as if they have predetermined answers to questions that
You're
aren't even asked of
racist,
them.
but we're all the same color.
Military. I'm signing up for the military because I know my cat-like instincts would be very helpful in combat. And because I think Bakas look super cute in a military uniform. I'll be frolicking around in a pink uniform, though. If they're not okay with me wearing pink, they're gonna have
What
to deal with
the
my kitty wrath.
fuck? No.
I'll be honest. I've been super lonely here in my kitten burrow. So I know a change of military scenery will do wonders to my kitty brain. I'm gonna be super nervous trying to sneak in my
Oh
cat. I
no.
heard it's banned in the military. What the
So
heck?
cringe.
If it's banned, though, I need my catnip to be the best in combat. Because I'm here to serve and meow for this country. Anyways, you guys wish me good kitten luck on my journey to the military. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to serve for us.
What? I can serve in so many different positions. Look. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
That's not serving. That's having a fit. You're having a fit right now.
At this point, I don't even know if this video is satire or not. I would veer more on the side of it not being satire with the
Yeah, no, that was real. That's how that person is. They're a real person. They really do that.
Completely doomed. As if war is about equality, rainbows, and sunshines and making people feel good.
It's fucked. We are fucked.
Because I'm non-binary.
What are your pronouns?
She, her.
And why?
I don't know, that's just what they are. What are your pronouns?
Lord or King?
Cool. What are your pronouns?
They, them.
Why?
Because that's how I identify.
The real answer to the question of why is they're really just brainwashed sheep who don't know how to think and just follow what's popular is really the answer.
Over here is trans, and over here is cis. That's you. I'm genderqueer, so that's somewhere between here and here. So you can be non-binary and trans, but you can also be trans without identifying as non-binary. Yes! It's like a tomato. Is it a fruit? Is it a vegetable? No. I don't get this.
You know why being overweight is one of the smartest things you could do?
What?
Imagine a zombie apocalypse and there's no food left. Overweight people keep all the food in their belly. Therefore, they would live longer than people who aren't overweight.
You do know.
Yeah, how you gonna get the fuck away from the zombies, though? Even if it was real, you wouldn't be able to escape the zombies. So they just have a really big fucking snap.
Driving while black, have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of driving while
And
black.
it happens. It's happened to all of my brothers. It's happened to my father. It's happened to my uncles. This is a system of racism. It's no point.
I'm going to say it
You
again.
missed it.
I'm going to say it again, and it's the exact same thing I said earlier. I refuse to take a black person seriously that wants to talk to me about the 0.00004% of black people, unarmed black people that are shot by police officers, and does not want to have a conversation with me about the 17 million black babies that were aborted. No. What you guys are boycotting, you're focused on things that are not negatively. More black people were got struck by lightning in 2016 than shot by police. More police officers were shot by black people than the other way around. So what it comes down to is this is a lot of motion and there's no fact. That's what it comes down to. There's no fact.
If it seems to have happened to your whole family, I do not think it's racism as to the reason as to why they've all got stopped. It might just be the case that they're just engaging in other types of behavior and not everything is to blame on racism.
Oh, he's just black.
I know you guys like
Interesting.
being victims, but racism is not the answer to everything. And as all the people who watch my video already,
You're not. That's not how that works.
as well, we all can identify as whatever we
Ah,
want. And
oops.
I identify as a white woman, and I have been for quite some time.
Did you ever date a guy shorter than you?
No, I prefer 6'4" and up.
6'4"? How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
You need a whole foot?
I need a whole foot.
So why do girls like guys that are that tall?
They just offer like a different type of security. Like I mean, we're almost the same height. Like you cool though, but like,
cool.
If somebody come up to us and they trying to fight my
Oh.
boyfriend, they're gonna be scared because he tall as shit. You know, like a little bit of biggerness, kind of like throw you off a little bit.
So then how is dating for you in this generation?
You know, well, like I'm a bigger woman, so you know, like a lot of men are insecure or they worried about what a lot of people got to say. But if it's just us in our relationship, why you worried about what people got to say? You know?
Okay.
Because I would treat you good, but I'm not gonna be hidden. I'm not gonna be undercover or like anything like that. So if we can't be out in the open and if you're not proud of me, then it's a done deal.
Time here at Dollar General doesn't want to leave because their card is declined because
My card did not it did not say insufficient funds. What did it say, ma'am? Did my card say insufficient funds, or did it say that your system's not working?
Didn't
No,
say.
I'm serious, because this isn't cool.
Is it okay if I check out?
Anyway,
Oh, you killed the creature of mine.
It said no checking account. What does that mean? It did not say insufficient funds. We're going back to your transphobia. What did you say to me, sir? You given me a hard time here before at this place. What did you say to me? Keep filming, because it's gonna be on here. You cussed at me. You said fuck you. You're gonna lose your job, sir. Have a good.
I think they call this transaction decline.
Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I think a high-profile job with no pay.
I would prefer to have the high-profile job without pay.
I'm cleaning sewers for 100K, man. Ain't no shame in my game.
I'm cleaning sewers. There's no question about it.
Oh, I'm gonna clean the sewers for $100,000 a year.
I'd rather to first one.
You don't want to do the dangerous, dirty job. So could that possibly be why so many women earn less money than men?
Yep.
So is that based on discrimination or based on choice?
And choices.
Hello, everybody. We're gonna take a picture agreeing with your sign because I think it's white supremacy is evil.
I actually don't want pictures with my sign.
Okay, do.
Sign, thank you.
All right. Why? So is it towards us or?
No. That's up for your discussion. So.
Do you think I'm a racist?
Yay, I
Can I now take a
won.
picture with your sign?
This is my property. Okay.
So I can't stand next to your property? How does one resist hate if you don't have people join you in resisting hate? Only you guys can reject white supremacy. That's right. Thank you. You're a hero. I want to unite to end racism. We agree.
That's nice. We're not going to take a picture.
Why can't I take a picture? Can't have Charlie ever be seen denouncing racism.
You denounce racism, so do it.
I do denounce racism,
Okay,
yes.
great.
Can I take a picture of your sign? So, your sign says unite against racism, right? I'll take your silence as agreement. So, in order to unite against racism, wouldn't that mean that I should be able to take a picture with your sign? Aren't you dividing against racism right now? You're not even actually practicing your own sign?
Basically.
Good talk. Do that again.
This just goes to show you
That's
the
too
level
funny.
of IQ of these people. Because why would you bring out signs not expecting people to possibly take pictures of that sign that you bring out? And wouldn't that also further your message, seeing as you want people to see the sign? So people taking pictures of the sign will also further your message. But because these people know they don't have the truth on their side, they try to hide the truth that they're trying to show to people, which makes no sense.
Hi, Lily.
As I've said before, I don't expect much from these people, and I don't expect them to make sense because they believe in nonsense.
So my friend, she thinks you're really cute, but she's just kind of shy. Is it okay if she comes over here? Yeah. Okay, come here. This is my sister. This is my Very rude. I'm looking for a sugar baby. Excuse me? My friend thinks you're really cute, but she's just shy. Is it okay if she comes over here? Come here. She's coming. Come here. This is my sister. Nice to meet you. She thinks you're really cute. Can she get your number? Why are you acting like that? That is so rude. Oh my god. Come on, no, this is my sister. Come on, come on.
Yo, what the fuck?
Hey man, you clicked on this video because you came to see some crazy shit. You came to the right place. This is Endless Uploads.
Just go security comment already.
Oh my god, why are you fighting each other?
Man, y'all not trying to fight for real.
I know. But where did my chips go?
Man, y'all know it get crazy on Endless Uploads.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Back to Endless Uploads.
Oops, I did it. Uh-oh.
Another episode of Camera and Free.
I made it. Uh-oh.
Today's show features some of the best public
Oh,
freaking
well.
videos caught on camera, entitled Karens totally losing their shit.
What was it? The chipsticks found that.
Enjoy the video, make sure to like.
Shout out to the entire Endless family. I love you guys. It's about to get crazy, man. Let's check it out.
It's funny we just got fucking.
And they told me the battery is still under warranty and defective. Oh, you people annoy the hell out of me. Get out. You people annoy the place that you can abuse somebody else. No, I don't want to abuse anybody. I just want somebody to drive me home. I've been dealing with this nonsense for 3 hours. Go truck. Throw your car out of here. No one's helping. No one will help you, but do not bring that car here. I'm telling you. What's your name? You can talk to Mike Sullivan. Who's your boss? That is Sally. Go in there and talk to her. Sally.
Bop.
I don't like being talked to like you are. I don't care. No one likes. Where's Sally?
tag.
Man, this is endless uploads. We're gonna keep the crazy videos rolling, so let's jump right into it. So in this next clip, this woman gets into a very heated altercation with her nail tech. I'm telling you guys, I believe what happens next. So let's check out this full video. That's a long video, and you already know I'm gonna need you guys to let us know what's your thoughts on this very crazy situation right here. I love you guys. If you're listening to me talk, I love the Endless family. This is the Mass Karen Slayer. You're now watching Endless Upload.
Yo, what the fuck? Where's the sound? Huh. Probably being real racist. I don't get it.
Yes, you are.
You funny.
Yes,
you come
you
here all
are.
the time and other people don't lie do for you, but at the same time I do now for you.
I didn't do nothing wrong
You
to
need
you.
to me treat for
You're
me
hollering
good.
at me.
If not treat me
He
like
sees
this.
you. He's
Good
watching
game.
the whole thing. Everybody sees you. Everybody sees you.
No,
and now I'm recording you.
Yes.
Two wins.
Yes.
Okay, let's solve the
Your
problem.
hands in my face.
Okay, let's
His
solve the
hands is in my
problem, okay?
face.
Or pack.
His hands is in my face.
Still
She's yelling
pack.
at me. I know you're not gonna cut nothing from me.
No, if you
I'm
don't
gonna
want
pay
to
you.
pay, you need
Yeah, I
you
do
need to cut
pay.
the nail.
I haven't told you I'm not
You
gonna
want
pay.
me to call the police?
I don't care what you do. I don't commit no crimes. I don't commit no crimes. I have a job every day. Call him. Call him. I'm recording you. You call the police. Call
Nothing.
them, please. I'm recording you.
And then when I removed that, this is what it showed me. It's the foil. Hydroelectric specimen. Hydroelectric laboratory.
That's no problem. Finish painting my nails.
I mean it. You don't want it.
Stupid.
Alright, so in this next clip, this woman caught this guy trying to break into her home. I'm telling you guys, you will not believe what happens next. So check out the full clip and make sure to let us know in the comments what would you do if you were in this situation right here. Let's check it out.
Wow. Cross claw. Living weapon. Lost one plus one. Whenever your text gets exposed, one life. Not bad. Living weapon as well.
Why are you at my door? What are you doing?
I'm not at your door.
Yes, you are. Why are you trying to go into my apartment? I'm going to call the police. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. Get away from my door. Get away from my door. I'm calling the police.
Girl, call the police.
Raven charm.
Yeah, you can't just dump your trash in here. That's crazy.
Yup.
Hey man, if you're still watching this
Driving.
video,
Oh.
listening to me talk right
Sorry,
now,
Lily.
I'm talking to you right now, man. We just want to shout out
Driving
every single
Sky
person who
Claw.
took time out their day to click on this video to show the Mass Karen Slayer
Utter
Endless
insignificance.
love. We really appreciate you guys, man. We love the Endless family. I say this all the
Gift
time.
of the
Endless
Viper.
family, we are unstoppable. Shout out to every single one of you guys. It don't matter if you've been watching since day
That's a
one.
fat ass
Day
pie.
1000. We love you guys, man. Shout out to all the OG viewers, all the new viewers that just started watching. We love you guys. Man, shout out to all the people watching in different parts of the world. I know this is an American-based show, but our viewers are
Landscape.
worldwide. A whole lot of different countries. They tune in
Sneaky,
every single day with the
what
Mass
is
Card
it? Sneaky
Slayer. Just
snacker.
want to say we appreciate you guys. Man, shout out to all the motherfucking senior citizen viewers, man. All the people 50 and up, 60 and up, 70
The
and up.
hunger tide
I don't care if you
rises.
100. Shout out to the senior viewers. I
Oh, it's
really
based
love
on
you guys.
grist.
Really love you guys, man.
Create
Including
one
Mass
black
Card
and
Slayer.
green set
You're
creature
now watching the
token,
best camera
sacrifice
show on
any
YouTube.
number of creatures such as library and or graveyard for a creature card of mana value less than or equals to the number of creatures sacrificed this way, and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Interesting.
You won't paint the nails.
Oh, the guy don't let
Somebody else to paint them. I don't have no problem to pay you.
Who?
all the time you come here.
Copy crook. 0-0. One of the best hiding places are other people. Interesting. When it enters the battlefield, it's a copy of any creature on the battlefield except it has whenever this creature attacks, it connives. Interesting. Well, it's 4 cost uncommon.
Listen, okay. Say your name.
No.
Boggart Bog from Boggart's
You like the
Crawler.
color?
I told her that.
Okay, sit right now. Okay, don't say anything. Okay, you like color, she paint the color for you, and you pay her. That's it. It's done. That's it. Go ahead. Go ahead. You like the color? She
Ooh,
paint the
unstable amulet, retro frame. Interesting. You get 2 energy when it comes from the field, whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand. Unstable amulet deals 1 damage to each opponent. Tap, pay 2 energy, exile the top part of your library. You may play it if you exile an unlike card with unstable amulet. Interesting. It's a retro frame, red frame amulet, but it's an artifact. Retro frame, red. It's more. It's like a more of a. I don't think that's like actual red from like. I'm confused. That's weird.
Paint your nail. Okay. This is for the day.
Last 2.
She's the problem. No, you're the problem.
That would be lame.
Spitting at me.
Oh, 2 rares. Either Revolt and Ursus Incubator.
I haven't yelled at you.
Okay.
When it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 2 less to cast. For Ursus Incubator and Aether Revolt is 2. Mountain 2. And then Revolt, as long as the permanent you control of the battlefield this turn, if source you control will deal 9 combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. Whenever you get 1 or more energy, Aether Revolt deals that much damage to any target. Interesting. Interesting. I haven't gotten a mythic yet.
What am I paying for?
What I got out of this pack? If I get a mythic out of here, I'm like, yo, seriously? Bonus sheet.
It's not like the way you think it is. When it says well done, it's fresh cook. When I put it in the conveyor, so what is cooked to order?
Manager Shirley is noticeably annoyed when the customer explains the difference between well done and cooked to order. It is obvious the customer is familiar with the McDonald's computer panel and simply wants the order displayed and printed correctly. The customer obviously has OCD.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ma'am, can you please, you gonna pay it or not? Because you're recording me, you're not supposed to. First of all, I told you not supposed to. You have a problem with the number. That's why the number.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off and go to bed. I got a couple more packs to open, maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. It's been fun playing. And then on that,
She obviously
I hope
prefers
you
to
all
type
have a
the